This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk 1230, 101.9. Hello and welcome to Tiger Stadium. Thanks for tuning in on this homecoming Friday night. Charles Winnicke here with you. The Alamogordo Tigers hosting the Piedra Vista Panthers. The Tigers looking to pick up their first victory of the season. Piedra Vista coming into tonight's game at 1-2 on the year, and they certainly would like a victory before they hit district. I don't know if they hit district next week or the week after, actually. I'm trying to remember. Alamo's district's got 7, and I know it's off balance in the different districts across the state. So, anyhow, last game of the non-district season for the Tigers, and certainly want to try to get some momentum going, get some positive vibes going as we hit the stretch run of the season. It's already week 4. This season's a third over after, or more than a third over after tonight. And so your opportunities are starting to dwindle. That's what makes football the level of gotta happen now, maybe more than any other sport in high school, maybe another sport in the country, in that you have such a limited opportunity to make your case for being a playoff team, a limited opportunity to maybe make your case to try and go out there and win a district championship or win a state championship. It's and it's starting to get to be that moment for the Alamogordo Tigers sitting at 0-3. And it's been, there's been a lot of good things in the first 3 weeks for the Tigers. I think they've shown improvement each week in a lot of spaces. The defense, after a rough week 1, I think has been better in weeks 2 and weeks 3. The offense has moved the ball every game. There has not been a game yet that the Tiger offense has not been able to go up and down the field. The negatives, obviously, are that, turnovers, some special teams issues. That was more in the Roswell game. We didn't really see that last week against Albuquerque High or in the first game against Deming. But the turnovers are paramount. I know I sound like a broken record. If you listen to the broadcast, if you listen to us talking about it on the Roundup or any of other programs, it's at least been the difference in 2 of the 3 games. And to be honest, in the Roswell game, maybe as well. But I think there was more going on there in that game. So certainly the Deming game and the Albuquerque High School game, both winnable matchups for the Tigers if they can keep control of the football. And really has got to be one of the big. It's not the only thing the Tigers need to do well tonight and be better at tonight. They obviously want to continue to move the ball well, see how they handle the triple option offense for the first time this year, which is what Piedra Vista is going to be running. So the defense has a little bit of a different scheme in the way, or I shouldn't say scheme, but assignments in the way that they need to be prepared for tonight. So there's definitely some different folds going into tonight's matchup. Another one, Piedra Vista with a long road trip. Now, should be noted, Alamogordo will return this road trip next year. Alamo's going to be the Road Warriors next year. They're going to have road trips at Piedra Vista, at Albuquerque High, at Deming, at Clovis. I think the other 2 will be. They go to Hobbs too. It's going to be a road-filled season next year where they'll have 6 road games. This year they've got 6 home games. So, anyhow, it is a beautiful Friday night here in the Basin. Definitely a little bit warm, but as the sun starts to go down, it's not too bad. We got a pretty decent breeze that's coming in from the north, maybe more the west, but it is definitely a solid night for football. And if you want to come on out to the stadium and you're listening to us here in the area, by all means, we should have a fantastic evening on homecoming. Always enjoy the pomp and the circumstance and all the fun stuff, the ceremonies that come with homecoming at halftime. We've got all the cheerleaders from the middle schools and the high school here. Of course, the Tiger Band is in the house, and we hope it'll be a fantastic evening tonight. All right, we will go ahead and take our first commercial break. When we return, we'll hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Cisco. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9. You can also hear us on the Exciter Media app, alamosportsandtalk.com, on your Alexa device, and the Alamo Sports YouTube channel.
Teens are usually better than adults when it comes to computers and technology. But when it comes to saving money, parents and grandparents usually have the leg up on the younger generation. With a teen savings account, you might just turn your teen spender into a teen saver. Stop by and open one today. Local Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured by NCUA. Visit them at localcreditunion.com and follow them on Facebook.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to end without notice. Other restrictions may apply, federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is Rachel with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions. Member FDIC.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Tiger Stadium as the Alamogordo Tigers get ready to face off here against the Piedra Vista Panthers. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Let's hear from Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Sisko. Chatted with us earlier this week.
Joining us now, Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Sisko. Coach, how you doing?
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you having me. It's homecoming week, baby.
It is homecoming week, and obviously a busy week for everybody involved, but when we talk about this every year, you always talk up that you want the kids to have fun, enjoy the things that come with homecoming, along with obviously preparing for Friday night.
Yep, nothing's ever changed. It's the same thing. We had Powder Puff last night. Our guys are coaching. They got the volleyball game tonight. Our kids are playing. We want them to enjoy every aspect of it, but we tell our kids, just like I've told you before, homecoming doesn't happen unless there's a football game. Yeah. And the most important thing of the week is 7 o'clock on Friday.
Yeah. Unfortunately, didn't enjoy every aspect of last Friday night's game. That was, it's the same thing that we've talked about, I think, over the first 3 weeks. And, unfortunately, and I was talking about during the broadcast, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 of those turnovers, every single one of them has happened in plus territory for you.
Correct. We charted that this weekend, and we are 8 for 9 turnovers in plus territory, and 7 of them are in the red zone. Yeah. So that's something we got to get corrected, and we've worked on it. We've addressed it, and it comes down to our kids and taking care of the football and being important to them to understand that we've got to come away with points and quit turning the ball over.
Because, I think you certainly look at last week's game, and you guys win that football game without the turnovers. The other weeks, Roswell, maybe, Deming certainly could be, but on Friday night, for sure, you guys win that football game.
It is, and that's just I'm tired of saying it, but it's young kids in that situation. We have a junior that lettered last year, but is now playing a new position that fumbled a snap. We have a sophomore fumble a fly sweep, going to the end zone, and then we throw a pick into the end zone. right before halftime. And those are the things that just kill us. I mean, because other than that, we kind of just had success with everything we did offensively, and those 3 drives are huge drives. That's 21 points we should come away with.
Yeah. And defensively, it was just getting them off the field on 3rd and 4th down because, their quarterback he made some great plays on Friday night.
He's a stud. He's a lot faster in person. And we thought he was fast, but I have no idea how Hernandez got him to go down on that first one he broke in the first quarter, because that kid can fly. And Albuquerque High is not Albuquerque High that they were 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I mean, Coach Anaya has done a great job. Those guys are big. They're physical. They have some athletes. They're well coached. They know who they are. They don't try to be something they're not. And we have to do a better job. We accomplished our goal. We got them behind the chains. We got them in long yardage situations, stuff they're not necessarily comfortable doing, and then we just couldn't get off the field. And it's not for a lack of us not being in position. We just didn't make the play when we had to, because we have guys where they're supposed to be, and they've got to be able to make that play in that moment.
Yeah. And I got to think maybe the biggest thing for the coaching staff right now is to try to keep confidence up, to keep, because it's one of those things, you have those 3 games in a row and it could be easy to kind of get down on yourself and not have the right attitude. And I imagine that's one of the big things for you guys as you're building towards this week.
You do worry about it. And I mean, especially Friday night, that was such an emotional game. Our kids were really upset with how we didn't finish the job like we were supposed to. So you kind of worry about that. And the Saturday morning, it was we didn't have we had no doubt about it, where our mindset was, because we had 37 kids show up at 6:30 in the morning to get on a bus for a JV game, and the other 40 kids were at film on time. And that just shows you what kind of men we're dealing with. I mean, they understand, they were devastated, but everyone was where they're supposed to be, on time, where they're supposed to be, and ready to go. So that kind of just reassured us, hey, these kids are still ready to go. They understand what's ahead of them. They understand what our goals are, and we still have our goals that we can accomplish. And I couldn't be prouder of our young men for that.
Yeah. You guys get Piedra Vista this week. Solid Piedra Vista team. Picked up an early season win. Who did they beat?
Sandia.
Yeah, Sandia. Good night. Nice win to open up the year. And they've had a couple of tougher games the last couple of weeks, but played a very good Bloomfield team. Played a good team out of Durango, Colorado last week. But they will be certainly a big challenge for you guys coming in.
They will, and it's something different than that we don't see. And that's one of the reasons why we schedule them, is we schedule them because they're a form of triple option, and we wanted to play that before we played Clovis. And now I don't know what Clovis is running anymore with the new head coach, but Coach Howell at PV has done an outstanding job, him and his staff, over the last 10, 15 years of getting that team to being competitive on a state level and competing for state championships. And you go 2-3 years ago, they were playing Artesia for a state championship in 5A. That's how good of a program they are, and how far they've come in a long time, and that's the credit to Coach Howell and his staff. And they got tough kids, man. I mean, they're big, they're fast, they're good at what they do, and it's the same thing I said about Albuquerque High. They don't try to be somebody they're not. They're going to line up and they're going to run triple option at us, and when they can't run that, they're going to run belly, and they love running belly.
Yeah. And so for the defense and getting the kids ready for that this week, is that a huge transition, or have the kids adapted knowing what they've got to face this week?
It's a transition for sure, because it's something that you don't see all the time. And then there's a reason why high school teams run the triple, is you force a lot of 16, 17-year-old kids to be disciplined for 4 quarters, and that's not necessarily the easiest thing to do with teenagers. So, but you just don't see it very often. I mean, there's not a whole lot of programs in this state that are running it, and you can go to the college level and you don't see very many guys in the college level besides the military schools, the academies, that are running the triple like that. So it's definitely challenging. It's fun to watch. I know when I started breaking down film on Saturday with our defensive staff, I was excited as a kid in a candy store watching midline, veer, and belly. It was pretty cool. But it's one of those things that when we do this, like on today, we did an option drill with no ball. I mean, we don't have a football in it. It's every kid's got to do their assignment and go about it. And so that's the unique part of it, is we spent 25 minutes running a drill without a football. and that's something that you have to break everything down and force kids to understand that they're responsible for one thing, and they got to trust the other 10 guys will do their job.
Yeah, it's all about assignments, and certainly we see that on special teams probably every single week, is knowing where your key is and all those kind of things. So, offensively, again, you guys move the football and you take away the turnovers. It's a different story. So you guys got to feel pretty confident about the fact that, you move the football well. First drive, the opening drive of the game was, superb. 2 plays, you're in the end zone. But even as the game progressed, you guys did a solid job last week. So trying to build on that again this week.
As always. And I thought we played pretty well on offense all 3 weeks. I mean, you can go to Roswell, we stuttered at times, but we had drives that we just didn't finish off. And then Deming, and last week we've had success. We moved the football, and then the turnovers have just bit us, and they come at the wrong time. And And that's something that we've got to get over. We've got to finish drives. And our guys understand that we're good enough offensively and we're good enough up front that we're going to run the ball a lot and we're going to be really good at it and force people to do some things. And we want people to line up and, hey, we know what's coming, they know what's coming, and let's go get it, is our kind of mentality, that toughness we have. And it's an encouraging part that we know what we're doing and we're going to be good at it. It's now the executing part of taking care of the football. And a big thing we focused on this week is, if you go back all 3 weeks, there's a guy on every play that's kind of screwing up. And sometimes it bites us, sometimes it doesn't. Of getting 11 guys to say, this is the most important play right now. Let's go play it. Play's done. Let's focus on this one. All 11 got to do the same thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Piedra Vista makes the long road trip down here on Friday night, so it'll be fun night, homecoming, everything that surrounds that. So it's always a special evening for especially a single high school town when they have their homecoming on a Friday night. So we look forward to it. Coach, good luck this week.
I appreciate it, man. Go Tigers.
That was Alamogordo Tigers head football coach A.J. Sisko, as he joined us a little bit earlier on this week. So some of the answer questions seem a little bit out of time due to tonight. Many things have already happened. But I tell you what, it's been a great week for homecoming. They had the parade yesterday, and they did something really cool with the community prep rally. Sounds like a lot of people really enjoyed that here at Tiger Stadium last night. And powder puff, powder fluff, all the different things have gone with it. So it's been a fun week for everybody. Alamogordo Tiger Band is getting ready to perform. We're going to take another commercial break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Tigers and the Panthers coming up in about 15 minutes.
Teens are usually better than adults when it comes to computers and technology. But when it comes to saving money, parents and grandparents usually have the leg up on the younger generation. With a teen savings account, you might just turn your teen spender into a teen saver. Stop by and open one today. Local credit union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured by NCUA. Visit them at localcreditunion.com and follow them on Facebook.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to end without notice. Other restrictions may apply, federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is Rachel with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Charles Winnick here with you. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday night, and thanks for tuning in. We've got a great crowd that has started to fill in. A lot of folks showed up early the Alamogordo Tiger Band performing pregame, so sometimes that will get folks here a little bit early, make sure they get to see the band performance. And halftime, of course, for homecoming, you'll have your homecoming court being announced this evening. So that's happening later on. And as I said, beautiful evening tonight for football. Coach Cisco, I felt I gave you a pretty good breakdown of what we can expect to see tonight. Alamogordo, my understanding is maybe going to simplify the offense a little bit more, or maybe new wrinkles in the offense. Maybe simplify is not the right word, but going to do what works best for them, which is run the football, and maybe try to not, in terms of passing the football, maybe not so much in the pocket passing, but getting their quarterback out on the edge and stretch the defense out a little bit, maybe force them to feel like they need to attack the quarterback because he's going to run. That might be part of the game plan going into tonight's matchup. Defensively, I mean, the interesting thing about the triple option is, I mean, you know what's coming. It's just your ability to not chase the football, to be able to shake off blocks and get to the right position and get into the right gaps and take care of the assignment that you have as a player. So, for if there are some younger players that maybe haven't seen a triple option before, this could be a bit of a game they'll have to learn on the go a little bit this evening. Of course, they've been working on it in practice all week, so hopefully that has been enough to get them to the place where they need to be in confidence-wise heading into tonight's game. All right, what do we got for other football games across the area tonight? Out in Tularosa, they're hosting Santa Rosa this evening. That'll kick off at 7 p.m., and a big two-way matchup between those two schools. Good rivalry between those two ends. And also throw in Mescalero Apache and Mesilla Valley Christian tonight at 7 o'clock, an 8-man battle between those two schools. We also have some volleyball going on across the area. Alamogordo volleyball played at Roswell. They finished 4th in pool play today, waiting to see who they're going to be playing tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So they'll play 9 and 11 at the Zia Classic. The Cloudcroft ladies hosting tournament today, the Mountaintop tournament. That will wrap up tomorrow. Haven't gotten any results on that, but we'll certainly get those to you as soon as we have them. Mescalero Apache is at Alamo Navajo tonight. You've got tomorrow Alamogordo boys and girls soccer both in action. The boys will play Ruidoso at 9 a.m. The girls will play at 3 p.m. against either Valencia or Silver City, which I think they've played both those teams already this year, as a matter of fact. Yeah, because they played Silver at their tournament, and they played up at Valencia already this year. So it'll be a rematch against whoever they end up facing. So, and we've got cross country tomorrow up in Ruidoso, as Alamogordo and Mescalero Apache will be both running up there. And I think that's it for Saturday for varsity sports. Should be getting ready for the evening, or should be getting ready for the fans, or should be the team coming out, and some of the fans. We get the kids that are running out on the field behind the team. So that, I think, is going to be happening tonight. I don't know. I haven't heard them announce that up on the PA speaker tonight. So maybe with everything else that's going on, that's something that they're going to hold off on. So so it looks like Alamogordo volleyball is going to be playing Goddard at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that appears to be who they'll be facing off. Okay, so now they are announcing that the kids can run out onto the field as well. By the way, I didn't mention the athletic trainers, the entire staff. There's like 15 of them down there. So there's a lot of different groups that are out here involved with homecoming, and it's what makes it a special night in a town like this. I'm sure there's many towns this time of year that are having their homecoming. It's a fun time of year for sure. So we'll look forward to that. We should be getting ready for the national anthem. I do see the Alamogordo High School Junior ROTC down over near the tunnel on the south side of the end zone. So that should be getting going here anytime now. And
let's go ahead and do some more shout-outs down the track tonight.
And so it looks like the color guard will be coming out on the field here soon. And we will go ahead and take a commercial break, and we will return to the to Tiger Field and homecoming this evening. Piedra Vista has already come out onto the field, and the Tigers have yet to make their way out of the locker room. We are about to get this one started. The Alamogordo Tigers, the Piedra Vista Panthers, final non-district game of the season for Alamogordo, looking for their first win of the season. You've been listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-39.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle,
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Are you ready for back to school? At Local Credit Union, we are all about supporting education in our community. We also know that your finances can play a big part in your success. Stop by today and ask about a back to school loan, open a new account, or learn about our CDs. Apply online today at localcreditunion.com or see us at 808 Washington Avenue. Local Credit Union, federally insured, NCUA.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to end without notice. Other restrictions may apply, federally insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019 is your home for Tiger Sports. The national anthem has finished up. Great job by the Alamogordo High School Choir and also the Alamogordo High School Junior ROTC presenting the colors tonight. And it looks like the cheerleaders, and we have lots and lots of cheerleaders here tonight with all three middle schools, Holloman, Mountain View, and Chaparral Middle School. And, of course, the Alamogordo High School cheerleaders here as well. The Alamogordo High School band. And, I'm going to tell you, the crowd is really filling in nicely. The student section's starting to fill in as well. People are still making their way into the stadium. I'm looking out towards the east, towards the Sacramento Mountains here, and seeing people walking in from different directions out on Cuba Avenue. So a lot of folks that are making their way in here this evening as the Tigers are going to be dressed in all black tonight with white helmets, white numerals, and I'm sure there's some gold on there somewhere. I know the helmet, I'm sure, with the logo. Piedra Vista, they are in, I can't tell if that's purple pants or if that is black over on the far side. Let me look a little bit closer here. Looks like black pants and I think black numbers. Looks like black and then the white tops. So maybe the helmets are, and I'm not sure if it's purple or blue for them. I think it's blue, actually, navy blue. is Piedra Vista. So a lot of kids running their way out onto the field tonight. So a lot of fun with that this evening. Seems to be a nice growing trend tonight. I remember back in the day they used to have all the Little League football kids come out. We haven't had that in a few years. I don't know if maybe that's something they'll try to restart. So looks like we're about ready to get this one going after all the pregame and stuff that goes with that. We're ready to settle in and play some football. And as Coach Cisco says, you have everything that goes along with homecoming, but the football game does take center stage on Friday night. So the Tigers, like they will be kicking off left to right. That'll be towards the south end zone. Piedra Vista will be going from right to left, and that'll be towards the north end zone. And for those of you maybe listening from somewhere else, end zones are gold with Tigers on both sides. Tigers written in white, outlined in black. And the whole stadium pretty much is the sun not affecting anybody. We're obviously looking the opposite direction, and the west side of the stadium here really blocks the sun from the folks over there on the east side. It's a great place to watch football on a Friday night. Got to say, where it's set up. So looking forward to hopefully an interesting matchup tonight as the Tigers have their kickoff team on the field and are ready to go. And Piedra Vista now making their way onto the field with their kickoff team. See what the Tigers decide to do here. They've kind of had a mixed bag of their kickoff coverage. Last week, they I'm trying to remember what they were doing last week, because they tried to kick it off deep against Deming. They went more directional against Roswell, and I think last week they were just kicking it off deep, if I remember correctly. So, all right, Piedra Vista out onto the field, and we're ready to get this game underway. Now, there is a little bit of that blue or purple on Piedra Vista's uniforms, but it's mostly black on their pants and helmet. 1-2 for Piedra Vista, and 0-3 for Alamogordo. And they will directional kick it out towards the far sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Nobody touches it, and it'll be the 35-yard line for Piedra Vista to open up their first drive. So no time rolls off the clock, and a 1st and 10 for Piedra Vista. And their quarterback we'll see tonight is Felipe Moreno. And their main running back, at least early on in the season, has been Brig Kaiser. And as we mentioned, they will, or at least Alamogordo has been preparing for the triple option all week. Tigers running some guys in and out here last second. And so it'll be one wide receiver. And it'll be actually two wide receivers, double wings. So you've got one man kind of flanked off to the left of the left tackle, another one off to the right tackle, one running back that's in the fullback position. And then I always like when you got a quarterback that wears something in the 20s. As Moreno puts a man in motion. And handoff goes to the tailback, and he's going to break a tackle and continue to still fight straight ahead, and he is pulling Tigers forward, still not able to bring him down. That's a heck of a run by Brig Kaiser. The 6'2 senior was carrying tacklers with him as the first play of the game from the 35-yard line finds it all the way to the Alamogordo 36-yard line. So it's a gain of 29 to start the game for Piedra Vista. 1st and 10 for Piedra Vista on the Alamogordo side of the field. Again, double wing, triple option look. And the left wing and option, they'll go straight to Kaiser again. And once again, he is pulling guys with him across the 30-yard line as he gets to the 29. And it'll bring him 2nd down and 3 as he picks up 7. That is a big, strong young man playing running back for Piedra Vista. At least from what we've seen so far, the Tigers have had some trouble getting him down to the ground. Splitting one wide receiver out to the near side. Double wing. Everybody else in the line beside the two wing backs, the receiver and the running back. Moreno will go under center, and he will this time hand it off to the wing from the right side. And making his way around and being brought down is Amasi Griego. So Griego picks up the first down for Piedra Vista. All the way to the 19-yard line he goes. And that's a gain of 9. First and 10 for PV as they have the ball all the way down to the Alamogordo 19 in this drive. See if the Tigers can stiffen up here defensively. Toss play goes to the right, and Kaiser's got it, and he will be swung down as he crosses the 15. He is brought down by, I think it's Bryson Bloom. Or no, I think it's Gianni Malgado, actually. Yeah, number 9. These guys are starting to wear like the half shirts almost out there a little bit. It's hard to read their jerseys a little bit. So the play goes to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Already 42 yards rushing for Kaiser on this opening drive. Tigers going with 4 down linemen and packing another 8-9 in the box. And the quarterback will keep it this time. Moreno pulled it out of the gut of the running back Kaiser. I think he's going to be just a little bit shy of the first down. So Moreno will get to the 10. They need just past the 10. So it'll be 3rd and inches here. Double wing. Moreno ready to go under center. Takes the snap, and he is keeping it. So, and it looks like he is going to lose some yardage on the play. Started to go towards the far side, then worked his way back to the other side. And it is going to be 4th down, so no gain on the play. Moreno ready to go. Tiger defense trying to make a big stop here. Here is the run straight up the middle, and they will get the first down. It's not going to be, the ball came out, but it looks like it's after forward progress, and so the officials marked it up at the 7-yard line, and so it'll be a gain of 3. I don't think that was Kaiser that got the call. I think that was Griego again that got the carry that time. It was a big mass. There'll be some times that I guarantee I'm not going to see who the ball goes to, and I'm probably going to make the wrong call once or twice, but that's the whole point, is the misdirection that this offense can provide. Under center, Moreno. Handoff, Kaiser, and he is met by Morale in the backcourt, or the back floor. How about the backfield? I'll get it right the 3rd time, and it's going to be a gain of maybe a half yard. So Kamarian Morale with the tackle. And so the ball to the 6-yard line. And so the Tigers are making the road a little bit tougher here for Piedra Vista after some big gains to open up the drive. It's been a little bit tougher here inside the 20. 2nd and goal from the 6. Moreno ready to go under center, and he will keep and try to get behind his running back. Kaiser is pushing the pile forward. He's going to get across the 4-yard line, and looks like it's stopped at about the 3. So he'll pick up 3 on the carry, and it'll be 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. As the Tigers try to get up Piedra Vista, I got to think PV, unless something catastrophic happens here, they will go for it on 4th down. And a little bit different look. Bunch wide receivers, and then they messed it up. They had bunch wide receivers, and I think they were trying to run a trick play with a direct snap to the running back, and A couple of guys went early, so our first penalty of the game is going to be a 5-yard penalty on the Panthers. And so it'll move the ball back to the 8-yard line. And I think this changes things a little bit for Piedra Vista. If they don't get that 6-7 yards here, I'm not sure if they'll maybe try a field goal. So they do have 2 wide receivers out to the far side. As Moreno takes the snap, he gives it off to Kaiser. Kaiser working the right side. And again, trying to push that pile forward. Gets back the penalty yardage to the 3, so it's a gain of 5. And it will be 4th down from the 3. Let's see what Piedra Vista decides to do. They've taken a lot of time off this first quarter clock. 6-minute drive. Nothing more frustrating as a team or a coach to have a 6-minute drive and not be able to get it in the end zone here. Let's see what happens. One receiver split out to the near side. Do they go to the air for the first time? Toss play to the left. And Kaiser is going to get into the end zone, so they get it outside the tackles. And the Tigers look like they had 3 guys that had kind of gotten to the spot, but Kaiser was able to turn it upfield and get it in the end zone. And so a heck of a drive there to begin the game for Piedra Vista as they take 6:19 off the clock in the first quarter and get it in the end zone. 51 yards rushing for Kaiser on that drive. As the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Piedra Vista 7, Alamogordo nothing, and the Tigers will get the ball on offense for the first time in this game with already 6 minutes gone in the first quarter. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
We've got spirit, and now you can too. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Whether you're cheering on the Tigers, Wildcats, Warriors, Chiefs, or Bears, you can show your school spirit with a mascot debit card. As a thank you to you and in support of our schools, First National Bank will donate $5 to the school for each new account opening where a mascot debit card is requested and issued. This is a great way to earn money for your school and show off your school spirit. First National Bank is a proud supporter of our local schools. Come in and see us today.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Almost a disaster in the kickoff for the Tigers as the Panthers went on a line drive kick. Andrew Tejas, who was really busy last week calling fair catches, tried to field it, went off his chest, but it deflected right to an Alamogordo Tiger in front of him. And the Tigers were able to keep possession, so very nearly a disaster for the Tigers. I believe that was Devin Barris who fell on it. And so the Tigers will come out with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Best at quarterback for Alamogordo. And he'll give it off to Dylan Hergenrader, who will take it off to the left side and pick up positive yardage on first down. Tigers will start this drive at the 35, and the first down run will be taken to the 38-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. Tigers right back to it. And quick throw to the outside is complete. So far, pretty similar to what we saw last week, and so the completion goes out to Josiah Quinlan. And it'll be a gain of 2. And the Tigers will face a 3rd and 5. As Best snaps a little bit low, trying to work to the left side, turns it upfield, and he is going to get the first down. That was good picking by Nathaniel Best. And I tell you that one of the things about this game that'll be interesting to watch, the Tigers like to go fast on offense, while the other team likes to go very methodically on offense. The carry goes all the way to the 47, and it's a gain of 7 and a first down for Alamogordo. And the handoff goes to Hergenrader. He will take it off right side and again picks up positive yardage, not a ton. He'll get 2. And the Tigers will face a 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 49 on the Alamogordo side of the field. And in between the two hashes. Fake the handoff does Best. Made one man miss in the backfield and is carrying a runner across the 40-yard line. As he picks up extra yardage, they'll call him down at the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Tigers will move the chains again on the legs of the quarterback, Nathaniel Best. Best, quick throw to the near side. Bryant is going to drop that pass, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. The Tigers, once again, quick to it. Now, slowing things down a little bit. And here is the handoff and the run up the middle.
Big game for the Tigers, number 30, Dylan Mergengrader. They're down in 3.
Hergenrader takes it to the 33-yard line. Best will keep it himself and go straight ahead. And again, will move the chains. As the Tigers pick up the 1st down to the 29-yard line. So Hergenrader picked up 8. And then 8 for Best. And Best will give it to Hergenrader again. And he kind of stumbles coming out of the backfield, but is going to fall forward to the 25-yard line, gain of 4. And the Tigers offense has looked methodical on this drive.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
And a run over to the far side. As Nathaniel Best is going to work his way over to the far sideline and get it to the 18-yard line. And that is going to be another 1st down, 7 yards on the carry. That is the 4th 1st down on this drive. And the Tigers back to work again. This time it'll be Barris on the carry, and this time the Tigers going to get stuffed up the middle. No gain for Barris. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Alamogordo.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Tigers a little bit slower to get this one started. And a fake of the handoff. Best looking to throw, and the pass is a little bit low for Andrew Tejas. And the Tigers with an incomplete pass, and they have got a 3rd and 10 coming up. So we saw the
Let's go Tigers.
as they try to get out of the backfield and get the quarterback moving a little bit, which is something that we expected to see tonight. And here is Best working it off to the left side, and there is not much there. Tigers just running it straight ahead. It's a gain of 2. And Tigers do have a solid field goal kicker, but doesn't seem to be any interest in kicking a field goal here. And a fake of the handoff. And Best is going to go to the end zone. He's got a man. And I think he's got it. He does. Josiah Quinlan, who got moved to wide receiver this week, has got himself a touchdown. From 15 yards out, Best to Quinlan, and the Tigers are on the scoreboard as they put it in on a 4th down touchdown. And the Tigers will try to tie this game up with 1:58 to go in the 1st quarter. Tigers have been decimated at the receiver corps, and they really needed somebody to step up there. And it had been Josiah and Nate that had been switching in and out at quarterback this season, and I think they made the decision to go with Nate and use Josiah and his athletic skills at quarterback. and it pays off right away. It pays dividends as the Tigers get in the end zone. 7-7 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 1:58 remaining in the first. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Teens are usually better than adults when it comes to computers and technology. But when it comes to saving money, parents and grandparents usually have the leg up on the younger generation. With a teen savings account, you might just turn your teen spender into a teen saver. Stop by and open one today. Local credit union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured by NCUA. Visit them at localcreditunion.com and follow them on Facebook.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Another short kick for the Tigers. This one stays inbound. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 37 instead of the 35-yard line when it went out of bounds. And we'll see the triple option look as Moreno's under center. And the handoff will go to Kaiser, who takes it straight up the middle. And this time the Tigers with a pretty solid stop. He only gets to the 40-yard line, picking up some big yards on that opening drive. And it'll be a gain of 3 for Kaiser. He had 51 yards rushing on that opening drive. Back under center. And this time the quarterback Moreno keeps it. He's spinning around as he's going forward and breaking tackles and getting positive yardage out to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9. And PV will move the chains here with a first down. It's their 4th of the game. And they're right back to the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, I give them credit. They actually do move pretty fast. They don't stay in the huddle too long, but that opening drive, just because of the amount of plays, they definitely took a lot of time off the clock. And the handoff will go to the near wing, and he is going to take it around the right side and pick up positive yardage. So number 10, Nick Halverson with his first carry, and Halverson will pick up 9 as he gets to the Alamogordo 42-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 1 for Piedra Vista into Tiger territory quickly and looking for another first down. However, I don't think they're going to run a play before the end of the quarter unless they decide to rush up and do it here with about 10 seconds left, but I think that is going to be the end of one. So on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's the Piedra Vista Panthers 7, the Alamogordo Tigers 7, and we will switch sides. Piedra Vista will have it on the Alamogordo 42-yard line, going left to right when we return to Tiger football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to end without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Moreno fakes the handoff and throws it for the first time tonight, and on a rope up the near sideline, he will complete it as he finds number 88. That is Armando Martinez. And so the first pass play of the game will be good all the way down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 29. This is a team with a triple option. It's actually thrown the ball a decent amount this year, 52 times in 3 games. That's actually kind of a big number for a triple option team. 2 wide receivers split out to the far side. Kaiser the deep back, and he'll get it on the stretch play, and that is a heck of a tackle. Holding on and bringing him down is Isaac Lotta. That was a little bit of strength versus strength there, and Isaac won that battle, and it's going to be a loss, it looks like. Yeah, they're going to drop him for a loss of 1. Which I'm going to tell you, that hasn't happened a whole lot in this game for Piedra Vista. This is where the Tigers need to take advantage. They've got him behind the sticks, trying to keep him out of the end zone here and not let them pick up 6, 7, 8 here on second down. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Moreno snaps. Toss play goes to the left. Trying to turn the corner. He does, and he's going to find his way all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. The Tigers weren't quite ready for that snap. They ran up to the line of scrimmage quickly, and a couple of guys hadn't got into position, and I sort of think that hurt things there. So it is a 15-yard touchdown run for Brig Kaiser. And just as I said, they couldn't allow that big run. They give up the 15-yard run and into the end zone. Snap's a little bit low. Tigers got into the backfield, but I don't think they get there in time. They do not. And so the extra point is up and good. So Piedra Vista moves down the field pretty efficiently there. Took them about 2 minutes to get it into the end zone. And so with 10:48 to go in the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Piedra Vista has retaken the lead 14-7 on the run from Brig Kaiser. We will be back right after this here on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 1019.
Need a business or personal loan? This is Jackie at First National Bank. It's easy. Apply from any device at www.fnb4u.com. Let's get started.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Kickoff out of bounds here from Piedra Vista after the touchdown. Alamogordo will get it at the 35-yard line as they begin their second drive of the night. The Tigers looking to answer back. They did a solid job of that in their opening drive. Can they keep that momentum up? Two receivers at the bottom, one at the top. Best takes the snap, and he will eventually give it to Hergenrader. As they run on that mesh play, he was holding it in the gut of the running back for quite a while. It's only going to be a gain of 1, though. That was one that probably needed a little bit of a quicker decision, but you're trying to read the defense, and Piedra Vista did a good job of keeping that Well done, and then a big loss for the Tigers as Best was running out to the far side, and I think maybe the receiver ran the wrong routes because afterwards Best got up and was kind of pointing, hey, I needed you to do this. And so that ends up being a loss of 5 on the quarterback sack. Just a sprint play out to the far side, and so Alamogordo in some trouble here, 3rd and 14. And Best will roll out to his left, and he will throw, and he will complete it. It's not enough for a first down, but they pick up most of the yardage they need. It's all the way to the 44, so they only need 2. Or 43, so it's a gain of 13. Tigers lining up quickly here, and at least showing like they're going to go for it. And Alamogordo is going to call a timeout and talk things over. Now, on your own side of the field, it's definitely a risky call. By the way, completion there was to Tristan Bowman, number 10. And Nate Best so far, 3 of 5, throwing the football tonight. We're going to go ahead and keep it right here. 9:20 remaining in the second quarter. Piedra Vista 14, Alamogordo 7. I think with what you've seen from your defense so far, 4th and 2 near midfield, you really got to think about going for it. And the Tiger offense comes back out onto the field. I don't think it makes that much of a difference if you kick them back to the 20, 15-yard line. You know, at least so far, I think you got to try to be going shot for shot here. Man in motion. Best going to run it to his right. Puts his head down. He's got the first down. Good work by the Tiger offensive line. They pushed the defensive line back about a couple yards, and really Best didn't get contact until he got to the chain marker. And he's going to pick up 4 and move those chains for the Tigers. And we're all ready to get started here on a second down. That was a heck of a pass play, by the way, on 3rd and 15, which made that play possible. Tigers are certainly punting if they only pick up 6 or 7. Ball goes to the 49. It's a gain of 2 for Dylan Hergenrader as he takes it off the left side. Best will take the snap. Quick throw. He completes it to Quinlan. Quinlan's up the near sideline. Did have the ball knocked loose, but it went straight out of bounds. And the gain is going to take him all the way to the 39-yard line as he picks up 12 yards. And this is starting to become a connection here. The two quarterbacks, you know, they both know the routes. You got to think it's not maybe a too difficult change for a quarterback, especially in high school. These guys are all athletes. But, you know, being the quarterback as well, you know what the other guy's throwing wants the football and vice versa. So, nice switch there. Best will give it to Hergenrader, who takes off left side straight ahead, and he gets to the 31-yard line. That's a nice gain on first down as he picks up 8. And the Tigers starting to move downhill as this drive progresses. 8:23 to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard in the second quarter. Tigers trailing by 7. Ball in the near hash. Piedra Vista with 4 right around the line. And we've got whistles. And I don't see a flag. Dead ball. Okay, we do have a false start at Alamogordo. Let's see, where the penalty flag? Okay, now he's picking it up. I just couldn't see it. That's why I was a little confused. I never saw the penalty. Well, the Tigers lose most of what they picked up on that first down run. And so 2nd and 7. And Best will keep it. Spins off one tackle and then is clobbered by about 2 or 3 Piedra Vista Panthers. The numbers near the 30. They'll give him the 32-yard line as he picks up 4 yards, and the Tigers will face a 3rd down on this drive again. And then whistles. And looks like maybe one of the Piedra Vista players has an issue. I think it was an equipment issue for one of the guys in the linebacker corps. and the umpire was helping him out with it. Here's the snap. Best speed option to the right. He eventually gets it out to Hergenrader. Hergenrader able to turn the corner, get to the far sideline, and he's going to have the first down. He faked the toss once, did Best, and then eventually did give it out to his running back. And the Tigers will move the chains as both teams have had success moving it down the field. It's a gain of 6. And Best ready to go again. Ball on the far hash now. And Best will hand it off. Hergenrader spins off one tackle and falls forward across the 25 at the far hash marks. And takes it to the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 yards. And 2nd and 7 for Alamogordo. Closing in on the halfway mark of the second quarter. And here's the handoff. Hergenrader, again between the guards, gets up to the 20-yard line. Took it between guard and center. And that'll be a 3-yard gain. Already the 10th carry tonight for Hergenrader. And 3rd and 4 for the Tigers. Best will fake the handoff. Quick throw. He's got Tejas. Tejas juggled it and didn't allow him to really do much with it afterwards. He did make the catch. I think it's going to be no gain, and so it'll be 4th down for the Tigers here at the 20. 4th and 4. Tigers have gone for it on 4th down twice in this game already. One of them was a touchdown. The other was a 4-yard gain. And Alamogordo not in a big hurry to take the snap here. As the play clock continues to roll down, Coach Cisco walking towards his team, and he will take a timeout. And we will take one as well. 5:37 to go in the second quarter. A 4th and 4 is coming up for the Tigers, and they want to talk it over before they make the decision on the play. We'll be back.
Are you ready for back to school? At Local Credit Union, we are all about supporting education in our community. We also know that your finances can play a big part in your success. Stop by today and ask about a back to school loan, open a new account, or learn about our CDs. Apply online today at localcreditunion.com or see us at 808 Washington Avenue. Local Credit Union, federally insured, NCUA.
So it is 4th and 4. The Tigers will go for it from the Piedra Vista 20-yard line. Ball's in the near hash. Best at quarterback. Hergenrader, the running back, to his left. Wide receiver split out to the far side of the near side. Fake of the handoff, looking to throw. Complete. Bowman's got it at the 10, and he has got the first down for the Tigers. 10 yards on the pickup. And Alamogordo's passing game, this is the best, I feel like, it has looked all season long. Much more composed. They've made a lot of positive plays. And so the Tigers are ready to go on 1st and goal from the 10. Best will take it, gets behind Hergenrader, straight ahead, took a big pop at about the 5, falls forward to the 4, and a good 6-yard carry on 1st down. And the Tigers will have 2nd and goal from the 4. 5:12 to go in the second quarter. Piedra Vista 14, Alamogordo 7. And the Tigers trying to even up this game. Best, again, will just get behind Hergenrader. Not much there this time. Almost the exact same play. I think they may not give him a yard, actually. I think it's back at the original spot. No, they do give him the 3, so it's a gain of 1. Well, definitely 4-down territory for the Tigers here with 3 yards, barring something crazy here. And they'll run it to the near side, and Best is going to work his way to the front corner of the end zone and get in for the touchdown. Nate Best with a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Tigers are an extra point away from tying up this game. 4:31 to go in the second quarter. Both teams look like option offenses tonight in a way. Tigers went for it on 4th down twice in that drive, once on their own side of the field, and both teams are just eating up time and plays, and it's been fun to watch. Vasquez extra point is up, and it is good. We are tied 14-14. 4.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. We'll return to Tiger Stadium. After this, you're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to in without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Good coverage on the kickoff. Another short kick to about the 25, and the Piedra Vista returner is number 24. I think it's 24. And that was Braun Hurd. Bren Hurd? Fortunately, my printer did not, when I printed off my rosters tonight, kind of cut off a couple of things. So, regardless, the carry goes to the 37, and that's where Piedra Vista will start their drive. I think this is about where they started their last drive, and they've got 4 minutes and 25 seconds to try to get into the end zone. Tigers will have the ball to begin the second half. As Moreno's under center. Handoff goes to Kaiser, and the Tigers are in the backfield quickly. Saris, the first man to meet him. Still fighting for yardage, though. He's going to pick up a couple. Will Kaiser. So it'll be second down and 8.
I also have a lost license up here in the booth for Corinne Bachman. Corinne Bachman, you dropped your driver's license. I have it up
So
here.
second and 8, ball in the far hash. Piedra Vista not in particular hurry here.
Please report to the scoreboard. Thank you.
How big it would be for the Tigers to get a stop here before the end of the half. As Moreno eventually gets under center here. And he will fake the handoff, keep it himself. Like for a second, he was going to try to go off the end to tackle, but just basically went behind his guard and center after the running back went through, and he'll pick up some positive yardage to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third down. And the Tigers have yet to stop Piedra Vista on third. Well, they have got him to fourth down a couple of times.
We want to hold that line.
So third and 4. Here's the snap. Toss play comes to the near side, and Piedra Vista's got the first down. They've had a lot of success with that toss play, and it is Kaiser again. He will carry it to the 49-yard line on the Alamogordo side of the field. So it's a gain of 8, and they move the chains. And Kaiser closing in on 100 yards rushing in this first half, 82 yards rushing for him. So it'll be first and 10 from the Alamogordo 49. Clock down to 2:44. Piedra Vista still has all 3 of their timeouts. As Moreno, just a straight handoff. And again, the Tigers get into the hole. Again, it's Saris, I believe, that pushed him back. And it will be no gain on the carry. So the Tigers are getting more of those kind of plays as the game has progressed. But being able to get 2 of those in a series has been a little bit of the challenge for Alamogordo. But at this point in the game, if you can get those kind of stops and you don't let them get momentum going down the field, I think you'll take that. And again, Piedra Vista really in no hurry here. They may be willing to take a tie game to halftime. And Fake of the toss and looking to throw. Moreno going deep up the left side, and it is off of the hands of the receiver at the sideline at about the 30 on the far side. Vasquez was in coverage.
Broken up by Tigers, number 22, Aiden Vasquez.
And so it'll be 3rd and 10. Just the second pass play of the night.
Let's help them out there, fans. When I say Alamo, you say Tigers. Alamo! 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 Alamo!
So 3rd and 10 from the 49. And the clock has stopped with 1:44 remaining. Now in the shotgun. First time we've seen this tonight is Moreno. We'll go back to pass. Tigers blitz him right away and almost intercepted. Oh my goodness, that was so close to being absolute disaster for Piedra Vista. As the Tigers, I think they're running into the end zone right now. If I want to say that was 71 of the Tigers that had the shot at that. That's Michael Scott. And the initial blitz there, I think, was from Gianni Mogado. And so Piedra Vista lines up in a wide formation here. I think they're going to punt it. It's going to be a little pooch kick from Moreno. Oh, no, it goes back and almost blocked. And this one is shanked off to the far side. Tigers are going to have fantastic field position. Wait and see where they mark that off from. It's got to be close to the 40-yard. What did they give him, the 34? No. Oh, there's no way it went that far. That is a terrible spot. That was in the air out of bounds at the 40 at least, more like the 45. Ooh, Piedra Vista caught a little bit of a break, but Tigers have one timeout. They got 1:34 to go. Chance to double dip here as they can score before the end of the half. They get the ball to begin the second half. How aggressive do you want to be? Probably depends on this first play. Best will drop straight back to pass. They set up a screen, but the screen was tipped. We do have a penalty flag that is thrown by the referee.
Pass is incomplete, but flag on the play.
Curious to see what this will be. I don't know if we've got an eligible man downfield or a hold. Now he's going towards the Piedra Vista sideline asking what they want to do. And it's going to be a hold on Alamogordo, and they will take the penalty.
Holding on the offense. This one will come back.
So in trying to set up the screen, somebody had a handful of jersey there.
Replay, first down.
Not many penalties tonight. We've had a relatively clean game this evening. I think this is probably going to change what the Tigers side do. However, Piedra Vista may start using their timeouts. We'll see. Fake of the handoff. Best is going to throw, and he's going to one-hop it to Bryant, who was at the far sideline at about the 35, and so incomplete.
Marcus Bryant Jr.
And so second and long. I think I run the ball here just to see what Piedra Vista does. I think I want to at least make them use some timeouts, but we'll see. I do like the aggressiveness. Quick throw to the near side. It's complete to Quinlan. Quinlan gets a good block. And he's going to go out of bounds, though, so it's going to stop the clock. What did they call? Did they say stop it? They did. So Quinlan is going to take it to the 34-yard line, gets back the penalty yardage, and so it'll be 3rd and 10. What a cool night for Josiah Quinlan. Out at wide receiver, they asked him to change positions, and he's done some really good work for them tonight. And they did, okay, so they did say that was stopped inbounds, so they let the clock roll, and Coach Sisko telling Nathaniel Best, hey, let it go. Piedra Vista is not using their timeouts here. And so he may just go ahead and let this roll all the way down and then call a timeout. Yeah, I think if you're Alamo, you're okay after that holding penalty taking this into the locker room. And a timeout called by Alamo. Stops the clock with 26 seconds left. The only thing I might say, Piedra Vista might have Alamogordo punt the football just to put them in that position. Special teams, weird things can happen. Tigers have been pretty solid on special teams, at least in terms of the mechanics of it. Has been pretty good this year. Coverage at times has not been the best, but we're tied at 14 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We've got 26 seconds left. It looks like we're going to be tied going to the locker room. Again, if you're Alamogordo, you're okay with that. You get the ball to begin the second half. Maybe you have a chance to get on the right side of things. And I will say, on 3rd and 10 here, maybe you run a speed option or something. If you pick up the first down, you hurry up there and run another play quickly. But if you don't get the first down, you don't have to punt, because it doesn't seem like PV is going to stop the clock. Both defenses looking for their first stop of the night. Alamogordo just got theirs. Piedra Vista looking for their first stop. Best takes the snap, and he will keep it himself, go straight ahead, and he will take it to the 39, and nobody's going to call a timeout, and so that is going to take us to halftime after the gain of 5 there. As the clock rolls below 10 seconds to go, and so both teams will start making the trip towards the south end zone and to the locker room. Things over. It'll be a longer than usual halftime as we've got homecoming. We've got plenty coming up for you on halftime. Your stats. We'll get you some updates on some other sports that are going on today. And we'll hear from our Tiger Athlete of the Week, Leo Rick of Tiger Soccer, and a whole lot more coming up for you. We'll try to check in on some scores from around the state as well. All on the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show coming up next. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard at halftime, it's Alamogordo 14, Piedra Vista 14. We've got a fun one on homecoming night here in Alamogordo.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
We've got spirit, and now you can too. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Whether you're cheering on the Tigers, Wildcats, Warriors, Chiefs, or Bears, you can show your school spirit with a mascot debit card. As a thank you to you and in support of our schools, First National Bank will donate $5 to the school for each new account opening where a mascot debit card is requested and issued. This is a great way to earn money for your school and show off your school spirit. First National Bank is a proud supporter of our local schools. Come in and see us today.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Teens are usually better than adults when it comes to computers and technology. But when it comes to saving money, parents and grandparents usually have the leg up on the younger generation. With a teen savings account, you might just turn your teen spender into a teen saver. Stop by and open one today. Local credit union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured by NCUA. Visit them at localcreditunion.com and follow them on Facebook.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
He is carrying the bar for 82 yards. They will pay off that drive on a 4th and 3 toss play to the left. A 3-yard touchdown run from Kaiser, and that made it a a 7-0 game. Tigers going the other direction, had a solid drive of their own, a lot of it on runs from Dylan Hergenrader and Nate Best, but at the end of the drive, it ended up being a 15-yard touchdown pass from Nate Best to Josiah Quinlan, who has been sharing quarterback duties with Best throughout the season, and Quinlan's had himself a great first game at wide receiver. In fact, that was the first of 4 catches in the first half. We'll have to add up the yardage for him here in just a little bit, but a touchdown grab there for him, and the Tigers would tie it up at 7. Piedra Vista would go back down the field and do it in pretty short order. They took 6 minutes on their first drive. It was more like 4 minutes on their second drive in between the end of the first quarter and the beginning of the second quarter, and the touchdown run ended up being a 3-yard or a 2-yard score from Brig Kaiser, and Piedra Vista gets back. I'm sorry, a 15-yard touchdown run. I think which run it was when he got in the second time. And that's made it 14-7. And then Alamogordo on the ensuing drive, they had a 4th down on their own side of the field, got that. They had another 4th down a little bit further down on the drive, and a 3rd down run from Nate Best would get them in as he ran it around the corner to the front corner of the end zone, and the Tigers would tie it up. Tigers would get their first stop of the game as well. Piedra Vista got to about midfield and then were forced to punt. The Tigers would get the ball back. A holding penalty really stopped any possibility of trying something with about a minute and a half to go before the end of the quarter. So the Tigers and the Panthers tied up at 14 as the homecoming court continues to be announced out on the field. Tiger band is playing, and the various kiddos with their parents and guardians, and one of the fun things that we get with homecoming. Really enjoyable to see these young people get to take center stage for sure. All right, we are at halftime. Piedra Vista 14, Alamogordo 14. When we return, we will check in on some other scores from around the state on the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. Thanks for tuning in to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to in without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is Rachel with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions. Member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Are you ready for back to school? At Local Credit Union, we are all about supporting education in our community. We also know that your finances can play a big part in your success. Stop by today and ask about a back to school loan, open a new account, or learn about our CDs. Apply online today at localcreditunion.com or see us at 808 Washington Avenue. Local Credit Union, federally insured, NCUA.
Welcome back to Tiger Stadium. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Tigers and the Piedra Vista Panthers are tied at 14. Some scores from around the state of New Mexico. Volcano Vista and West Mesa tied up at 7. Last update on that was in the first quarter. Let's see if there's any, checking NMOT Sports real quickly, see if there's any newer ones. I don't think so. I think most of the more up-to-date ones are here on Max Preps. Navajo Prep on Crown Point, 14-8. Artesia's leading Deming, 12-0. Lovington beating Roswell, 21-6. Tell you what, man, Lovington's, I think, trying to stake their claim to 5A this year. Maybe Roswell, yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting when they play Artesia, but that's a huge win for Lovington if they get that at home tonight. Still a ways to go, though. West Las Vegas beating Portales, 14-0. Legacy Academy up on Santa Fe Indian School, 35-0. Bayfield, Colorado beating up on Gallup, 55-0. Hobbs over Parkland, 14-9. La Cueva big up on Sandia, 21-0 in the first half. It's Robertson 41, Ruidoso 13 in the first half. Socorro 14, Estancia 6, Bernalillo 42, Moriarty nothing. And Texaco leading Olton, Texas 18-13. That game may actually be getting close to finishing because it's being played in Texas in different time zone. Dexter 48-0, beating up on Poake Valley. Both teams undefeated going into that game. Thought maybe that was going to be a close one. And Dexter says no. It's not going to be a close game. Bloomfield 21-0 leading Kirtland Central. Gateway Christian up on Lordsburg in 8-man football, 30-14. Espanola Valley 14-7 on top of Grants. I do not have a score update for you guys on Tularosa Santa Rosa or on Mescalero Apache and Mesilla Valley Christian. Hopefully we'll have something for you guys before the end of tonight's broadcast. Do you want to say Alamogordo Volleyball today finished in 4th place in their pool at the Zia Classic Tournament. They should be playing in the silver bracket over there and would be playing Goddard tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Hopefully we got all that information correct. The Mescalero Lady Chiefs picked up a 4-set win over Alamo Navajo on the road tonight as they pick up their 2nd win of the season. So congrats to the Lady Chiefs, and we'll hopefully have some update for you from up at the Mountaintop Tournament and some of the things going on up there with 8 teams competing today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we've got Alamogordo Cross Country, Mescalero Cross Country up in Ruidoso. That's early in the morning. Early in the morning as well, 9 a.m. start time for the Alamogordo boys soccer team against Ruidoso. The Alamogordo girls soccer team will play either Valencia or Silver City tomorrow at 3 p.m. And we have anything else tomorrow? Other than the tournaments continuing for Alamogordo and Cloudcroft. I believe that's it from the varsity side. So we'll be sure to keep you up to date. Good way to stay up with everything going on with Tularosa Basin Sports is on Alamo Sports and Talk Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter at Charles Winicky as well. And, of course, you can listen in on our broadcasts, the Roundup, which is on 2 to 3 p.m. every single day. And, of course, we've got our Tiger Sports broadcast like the one you're listening to right now. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. 14-14, Alamogordo and Piedra Vista tied. Let's take a break. During our break, we'll hear from our Tiger Athlete of the Week, Leo Rick of Tiger Soccer, who had 4 goals yesterday in an Alamogordo win over Portales. So we will hear from him, and we will return to Tiger Stadium here in a few minutes.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to in without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard, or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
We've got spirit, and now you can too. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Whether you're cheering on the Tigers, Wildcats, Warriors, Chiefs, or Bears, you can show your school spirit with a mascot debit card. As a thank you to you and in support of our schools, First National Bank will donate $5 to the school for each new account opening where a mascot debit card is requested and issued. This is a great way to earn money for your school and show off your school spirit. First National Bank is a proud supporter of our local schools. Come in and see us today.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
This is your Alamo Sports Tiger Athlete of the Week Spotlight, brought to you by the Winter Circle and Tularosa Communications. This week's athlete is Leo Rick of Tiger Soccer. Been off to a great start this year, lots of assists, lots of goals. How would you assess how you've played over the first few games of the year?
I think I'm happy so far. Yeah, I think in the first game I scored 4 goals, so I can't really say anything worse about that. And yeah, I think I've pretty fast find like my chemistry in the team, and so I know who to play with, and that worked out pretty good.
Yeah. You talk about the chemistry of the team. You know, you coming in this year, how welcoming has the group been?
I'd say very welcoming. So at the first practice, they already came up to me and talked to me about where I'm from and stuff. And since then, I've made a lot of friends on the team.
All right. Well, for those who don't know, where are you from?
I'm from Germany, close to Frankfurt.
All right. And so you're an exchange student this year.
Yes.
First off, what made you decide that you wanted to do the exchange student process?
That's a good question. So I think it was last year. My sister did it 2 years ago, and she always told me if I want to do it, I should do it. And she really recommended it to me. And then I thought about it, and I just thought I'll try and make the best out of it.
How has it been over the first couple of months? Has it been enjoyable for you?
Yeah. I think I'm slowly starting to feel home here a little bit, and yeah, it feels good.
Well, it's been the biggest transition of, compared to living in Germany to living here in the United States. Has it been just, obviously, speaking English full time? Has that been? Yeah, that's probably been the biggest one. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't even thought about that, but that is definitely the biggest transition. Just the thoughts of speaking English all the time. And
how about soccer? When did you pick it up? What age did you start playing?
I think it was age 5, so before I even got into elementary school. And from there on, I play every year and in the same club at home in Germany. Yeah. So it's the first time playing for a new club, but so far I'm very happy.
Yeah. And who got you started? Was it your parents or somebody else that got you into soccer? Or?
I think it wasn't specifically my parents. It was just I was like the soccer, and then I started it and made friends there, and it just kept me going.
Is soccer something you hope continue after school ends, that you get a chance to play some more? Or?
I'm not sure about that yet. I'll just try to play, and if there's the opportunity, then I would be very happy to do that. But
yeah. And after school plans, I mean, is it college? Is it what's your plans after this? Career wise, that you're hoping to get into?
So I'm technically listed as a senior right now, but I just turned 16, so I should be a junior. So I still got like 3 more years of school. Okay. And I haven't thought about college that much yet. Yeah. But I might stay in Germany. If there's other opportunities, I might think about them too.
Well, Leo, it's been fun watching you this season. Look forward to it over the rest of the year, and congratulations on being Athlete of the Week.
Thank you.
Teens are usually better than adults when it comes to computers and technology. But when it comes to saving money, parents and grandparents usually have the leg up on the younger generation. With a teen savings account, you might just turn your teen spender into a teen saver. Stop by and open one today. Local credit union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured by NCUA. Visit them at localcreditunion.com and follow them on Facebook.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to in without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Need a business or personal loan? This is Jackie at First National Bank. It's easy. Apply from any device at www.fnb4u.com. Let's get started.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Welcome back. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Tigers back out onto the field. 14-14 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show. Getting ready for the second half of play in what has been an entertaining first half as the Tigers try to pick up their first win of the season. Piedra Vista trying to make this long road trip feel worth it. You're going to travel 6 hours to a football game. You'd love to come out of there with a victory. So, and they would like to get to 2-2 before they begin district. The Tigers, of course, would love to pick up their first win of the season. So I want to say Piedra Vista doesn't begin district till the week after next, because I think they're in a 6-team district, and then you've got an 8-team, and Alamogordo's in a 7-team district. That all makes sense. Anyhow, hopefully it does. Tigers trying to get themselves fired up over here at the 20-yard line on the left side of the field, north side of the field. And Piedra Vista standing on their sideline right at about the 50 in a final huddle before we begin the second half. It's been really a tale of the offenses until that last part of the first half, when both offenses were able to, both defenses were able to get stops. But Alamogordo has kind of got the advantage a little bit here. If they can go down the field and score, they have a chance to take their first lead of the game. So, once again, a wonderful crowd here at Tiger Stadium tonight. The officials back out in the field and ready to get this one started. Piedra Vista will kick off from right to left towards the south end zone, or the north end zone. Tigers will be going towards the south end zone to begin things here in the third quarter. We appreciate you listening wherever you're with us. I know with us being online, you could be anywhere, and we're glad that you take some time to listen to our broadcast tonight. And whether you're an Alamogordo Tigers fan, Piedra Vista fan, I know we'll probably have some people up in the Four Corners that might be listening tonight, even though I do think some their radio or TV folks did make the trip down. So kudos to them on making the long trip. I will be returning the favor next year. I'm already thinking about that 2025 road schedule for Tiger football. It's going to be a doozy, but it's all good. We enjoy what we do for sure. Looks like we're ready to get this going. And And here comes the kick. And it is going to bounce. And Bowman will pick it up at the 10. And he is going to be stopped back at about the 15-yard line. So that kickoff strategy worked really well for Piedra Vista. It took the right bounce and stayed in the between the lines and allowed their coverage team to get down and give Alamogordo their longest field they'll face so far tonight. 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. But an offense that has moved the ball well tonight. 40 yards rushing for Dylan Hergenrader, 58 for Best, who also has 62 yards passing tonight. As Best will give it up to Hergenrader. Hergenrader spun off one man who had gotten into the backfield, and I think he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage here on his 11th carry of the night. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers.
Number 30, Dylan Hergenrader with the carry. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
As the snap comes, and again Hergenrader takes it off to the left side, and he will find his way forward to the 21. The drive started at the 17. I thought it was back at the 15. I guess they moved up the chains a little bit, and I didn't notice. Gain of 4, 3rd and 6. Best takes the snap, takes the handoff, rolling to his right, looking to throw. And he's going to toss it late and get it to Tejas. I don't think it's going to be nearly enough for a first down. It's a gain of 2. And the Tigers are going to have to punt. Well, Best rolled out to his right and was trying to feed it downfield to somebody and held on to it, eventually got off the Tejas, but they were really hemmed in by the sideline, and the Tigers will be forced to punt. First punt tonight. No, Piedra Vista punted right before the end of the half. First punt for the Tigers, though. Vasquez gets into it nicely, high and hanging punt, and that one is going to hit the returner. It is bouncing around, and the Tigers at the 40. I'm a little surprised that they didn't say that the Tiger player hit the returner. Maybe the ball got there first. Let's see what the officials decide here. Tigers did recover. Are they going to say that that never touched the returner? Are they going to say that it was catch interference? I think the officials are going to chat this one over. It was very close. Tigers' offense is making their way back out of the field, but I think they're going to bring every official in and talk this one over. It's going to make one coach on. So there is going to be a coach that will be upset with this, guarantee. The initial call on the field, I don't know. They really didn't make a call, to be honest. I didn't see somebody point one direction or the other. They blew the play dead after the Alamogordo player recovered. Okay, they say it's Alamogordo football, so apparently it got to the returner first, and he touched it, and an Alamogordo player recovered it. Here is Best with the handoff to Hergenrader, and they're going to try a reverse, and then, this is just going bad to worse for the Tigers. Piedra Vista is going to recover. So the Tigers were trying a reverse, and then once the player ended up with the reverse, he sort of fumbled it backwards towards Best. There is a penalty flag on the play on the far side. So we're waiting to see who gets the call. That'll change everything here. Piedra Vista's either got the ball or there was a penalty on Piedra Vista. One of the Piedra Vista coaches is out beyond the numbers on the field at about the 50. Whatever that was for the Tigers, that was ugly. Piedra Vista's defense did a nice job of breaking up the reverse, but it was also one of those where they just needed to take the loss and be okay with it. And the officials are talking this over at the 50-yard line. So we're continuing to wait and see what the call is here. No penalty. And Coach Cisco is now unhappy with the pickup of the penalty flag. And I think the clock has also been running this whole time as well, which I'm not really sure. It is still running. And I'm wondering if we're having some issues with the clock, because we have at times had. Now the clock does stop. Well, it was a very close play on the punt return coverage. And then the Tigers tried a trick play, and it was partially blown up by Piedra Vista. I would say it was also poorly executed by Alamogordo on the reverse. And I think they were trying to work it back to Best, actually, and maybe try to throw a pass down the field. But the end result of everything that just happened is Piedra Vista's got the ball at the Alamogordo 48. We're going to need a lot more time added to the clock. And I think they're trying to figure out how much time they want to add back. A little confusing on why the clock wasn't stopped, but Coach Cisco's, I think, trying to get an explanation on something. I don't know if it was the penalty that was called, if it was something else that happened during that play, but he is not happy with the decision of the officials. So they put 8:30 on the clock, which, yeah, I guess that might be. I feel like there should be more time on the clock because the Tigers got the ball first. Well, a couple of big moments there. The Tigers get the recovery on the muffed punt, and then on the very next play, the Tigers fumble it on the reverse, and Piedra Vista's got a chance to kind of retake the advantage here if they can get it in the end zone. Moreno goes to center, hands it off straight up the middle, is going to go Kaiser, and he bullies his way forward to the 41-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd and 3. Back under center as Moreno will hand it off again to Kaiser. And again, that offensive line continues to push. And Kaiser's getting behind them. And he's still carrying guys forward. And the play is still moving. And it is eventually going to be down at about the 20-yard line. That's just the offensive line and the running back. I'll use the term again, bullying for 21 yards. It's 110 yards rushing now for Kaiser. And the Tigers is not able to get in there and get a stop and shake off those offensive linemen. So a huge momentum change in this third quarter. The Tigers look like they were going to have the ball in Piedra Vista territory with a chance to maybe take the lead. And instead it's now Piedra Vista at the Alamogordo 20. Moreno walking along his offensive line, now going under center. As he awaits the snap. He will keep it himself. And again, right at the middle, and again, another player just carrying defenders, and it's going to be a 15-yard gain. I don't know, just feels like a little bit of a deflation for this Tiger team after the way the half has started. This looks a lot like the opening drive. And here's the snap, and rushing to the right side and pushing their way into the end zone for the touchdown, it looks like, is Piedra Vista. And Coach Cisco still very unhappy as he's walking up the sideline. I want to say he probably saw something on tape, would be my guess. Now, it's not going to go back and change anything. Kaiser with the touchdown run for Piedra Vista. It's a 3-yard run. Again, the snap is a little bit low. Tigers got back there to try and block that kick, but were unable to make it happen. And the Tigers will find themselves down 21-14. 6:47 to go in the quarter. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Are you ready for back to school? At Local Credit Union, we are all about supporting education in our community. We also know that your finances can play a big part in your success. Stop by today and ask about a back to school loan, open a new account, or learn about our CDs. Apply online today at localcreditunion.com or see us at 808 Washington Avenue. Local Credit Union, federally insured, NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. A return from Aiden Vasquez on a bouncing ball as he is going to be marked down at the 27-yard line. And most of that timeout, Coach A.J. Sisko was in a conversation with the referee. And, well, unfortunately, I don't know if he saw something on tape, but at this point it doesn't really matter as they hand the ball to Hergenrader, and Hergenrader off to the left side is going to be stopped for a loss of 1. And it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Tiger offense. Ball in the near hash at the 26 now. And a quick throw will be caught by Bryant. Bryant up the near sideline to the 30, to the 35, and is pushed out of bounds, looks like at the 36, so gets 10 on the completion. And the Tigers will face a 3rd and 1. Curious if we see Best keep it. He does, gets behind Hergenrader, and he'll easily pick up the first down as the offensive line pushes forward and gives him 2. Comfortably picks up the first down, and 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
And that's enough to move the chains. That's the Tiger first down.
21-14 Piedra Vista. 5:48 to go here in the quarter. And here's the handoff. Hergenrader coming off right side and falls forward to the 40. Gain of 2. And the Tigers face 2nd down and 8. Now, regardless of all of just what happened there and certainly changed the momentum, Tigers are very much in this game. Just got to settle down and go down the field here and score and try to get a stop defensively. 2nd and 8. Best puts a man in motion. He'll give it to Hergenrader, who goes straight ahead. He's tripped up in the backfield. He's going to fall forward for 1. And the Tigers face a 3rd and long. Yeah, they actually give him the 42, so it's a gain of 2. 3rd and 6. Best gets the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It is incomplete. Good job by the defender from Piedra Vista. Met the receiver right as the ball got there. Bowman was the intended receiver. And the Tigers will be forced to punt on the incompletion. Well, Tigers get 1 first down on the drive. From where the pass would have been completed, it would have probably been a little bit short. However, if he catches it, I think the Tigers go for it because it would probably been 4th 1, 4th and 2 near the 50. They had already shown they would go for that before. Here's a punt from Vasquez that will take a really good Tiger roll an excellent punt. That's going to die inside the 5. Would have been at the 2 if one of the Tiger players had not touched it. They should have just let it go. It was going to just die right at the 2-yard line. So Vasquez with a wonderful punt. That ends up going, let's see, 45, 50, give him 53 yards on that punt. And so it'll be Piedra Vista back at their own 5. And this is where the Tiger defense has got to make their stand. If Piedra Vista is able to put together a long drive here, 95 yards with the way their offense does things, it could be the ball game. So this has got to be the point where the Tiger defense makes a stop, gets off the field, and gets their offense, and preferably if they can get them off the field and not let them pick up any first downs. Moreno under center, ball at the near hash. And he will give it to the running back, which yet again is Kaiser. And he picks up 6 on first down, so not the best start defensively. 16 carries for Kaiser tonight, 2 touchdowns, and 120 or 3 touchdowns, I'm sorry. And 121 yards rushing. Got an injured player coming off the field for Piedra Vista. They are going to take every bit of the play clock, I would assume, as we roll through this quarter. Two wingbacks, 1 wide receiver. And again, they go to Kaiser, who pushes up the middle, and he's going to be very close to the first down, to the 21, and they will move the chains. Gain of 4. And so Piedra Vista will pick up a first down. Ball now at their own 16-yard line. That's just kind of bully ball here. There's really nothing fancy about it. Piedra Vista just pushing straight up the middle. And I got to tell you, it's not really about reading keys tonight. It's been, there's been a few times where they've used their wing backs, but it's been mostly give it to the fullback, give it to the running back, and again they go to Kaiser. He works off right tackle, and he is breaking tackles and gets across the 30 out to the 31. All the way to the 32-yard line he goes. And that is a gain of 18 on first down. Closing in 150 yards rushing now is Kaiser. 2 wide receivers to the top. No wing back here to the near side. And again, not Kaiser this time. It's a new running back in there. Appears to be number 7, Costa. As he gets across the 35-yard line to the 36. It's a gain of 4. Ball stay on the far hash. And not a lot of misdirection. We've seen it a little bit. We've seen Moreno pull the ball a bit. I mean, he's carried the ball 6 times tonight. But it's not been as much of that. I mean, it's certainly your eyes kind of move all over the place, but we've got the clock stopping. And again, not really sure why we've got the referee and the official on the far sideline talking to one of the Piedra Vista coaches at the moment. And they'll roll the clock, and 2nd and 6 with Moreno going under center. He snaps it, and he's just going to go straight ahead. And there was nobody there to tackle him. He went off the left side, and the lane cleared out for him. And he had somebody kind of push him forward, but he didn't really even need it. So Moreno across the 40 to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's a first down. Yet again, the big fellas up front doing some good work for Piedra Vista tonight. And as I mentioned, when this drive started back at the 5-yard line, Tigers running off a player late, and he will get off the sideline prior to the snap. Hand off to the near wing back. He's going to turn the corner, get to the 50, up the far sideline, still on his feet, and eventually he's going to be knocked down. We got a penalty flag down at the 42. It's into Tiger territory. The play will go all the way to the 38-yard line. We'll wait and see what the penalty flag is. If the play holds up, it'll be a gain of 19. But things being chatted over on the far sideline. Had both coaches walking out to the numbers at times in this game. Right now, it's Coach Cisco. Looks like it might be a penalty on Alamogordo. Let's wait and see. They call a face mask on Alamogordo. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Oh, they called it personal foul, so that's 15. So it was a gain of 18 on the play. You throw on another 15 as well. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Piedra Vista at the 23. Handoff goes to the running back. And not much there. See if that was Kaiser. I don't believe so. It's like number 7. It's Bodie Costa. So I haven't seen Kaiser on the field for a little bit. Can't tell if he's the player that's being worked on over. Yeah, looks like somebody is working on his left leg at the moment. No gain on the carry. As Moreno goes under center. One man in motion, and Moreno will keep it. And trying to pick his way, we've got a penalty flag thrown by the referee. Moreno is working his way forward to about the 15-yard line. And we're waiting on the call from the official. And it is an illegal shift on Piedra Vista. And yet again, you've got a coach that's out beyond the numbers from the sideline talking to the official. So it is it's been one of those nights for the officiating crew that they've had an earful from both ends. It's always a little bit easier when you're on the winning side at the moment, but so 5 yards removes what was it's going to end up being about a 15-yard penalty because they were near the first down marker after the run from Moreno. And so the ball comes back to the 28-yard line. Ball on the far hash. They're on the Alamogordo side of the field with 16 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And out of the shotgun now, Moreno. And he will hand it off. Tigers were in the backfield but couldn't make the stop. They will bring down the running back after a gain of, looks like 3. And that will be the end of the quarter. Costa with the carry again. And so the third quarter ends, and we go to the fourth quarter. Piedra Vista 21, Alamogordo 14. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
If your home is in need of some stucco work, either the whole house or some patch and paint work, Ochoa Stucco has the expertise to get the job done and done right. Contact them today at 575-442-6745 for your estimate. Go Tigers!
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
For For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to in without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
On 3rd and long, Moreno's pass to Nick Halverson on the far sideline is going to go out of bounds. He tried the pump fake in the go route. And interesting decision here for Piedra Vista. See if I don't know if they've got a kicker that can hit one from this distance. It certainly feels like they have the confidence that he can. Try to make this a 2-score game. So they'll put the spot down at the 32-yard line. And a 42-yard field goal from straight away. Snaps a little low and behind. Kick is blocked. And Piedra Vista picks it up, but they will not get enough for a first down. And the Tigers get what they need there. That 5-yard penalty on the illegal shift really changed that drive. And so kind of a whole new ball game for Alamogordo. They get the stop they need, and they'll have it at their own 26-yard line on a block field goal. The snap, we'd seen it 2 or 3 times on extra points. Snaps have been low, and this one was low and behind the placeholder. And so by the time he had recovered, had a couple of Tigers coming around the far side, the right side of the line. And so Alamogordo going 4 wide receivers here coming out of the huddle, or out of the sideline, I should say. Best will hand it off to Hergenrader, who will carry it to the 26-yard line for a gain of 2. Second and 8 for the Tigers. And here is a quick completion to Tristan Bowman. And he takes it to the 29. It'll be a gain of 3. And so the Tigers with a 3rd and about 5. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Best with the snap, it's a little low, and he is going to keep it himself and bring up to about the 30-yard line. And the Tigers will punt. So the Tigers get the ball back after the block punt, but go 3 and out. Alamogordo unable to take advantage of the defensive stop. See if they can get another great punt here from Vasquez. Aiden standing back at his own 17-yard line. And his last punt go over 50 yards thanks to a good rollout. Another high and hanging punt. And that will bounce in front of the Piedra Vista player, and then it's going to be recovered downfield at about the 17-yard line. So it ends up being another great punt. The returner tried to come up and get underneath it, and at the last second sort of bailed out and avoided having the ball touch him like he did on the first punt of the second half. And so the Tigers will see Piedra Vista start at their own 17-yard line. So they do flip the field, 18-yard line. But now can the defense make another stop? 1 wide receiver for Piedra Vista. Tigers moving around on the defensive line. And here is a handoff, and breaking it into the open field and running up the near sideline is Kaiser at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. He will score as Piedra Vista goes the distance. On the play, it's an 82-yard touchdown run. I don't see any penalty flags, and that could be a dagger. I think the one positive there is Piedra Vista at least scored it quickly. So if the Tigers can get in the end zone and maybe go onside kick and get it, and he's got over 200 yards rushing now. Tigers close to blocking another kick, but this one does get up and through. And so the Tigers trail 28-14, 10:06 to go here in the ball game on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. You're listening to Tiger Football on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
We've got spirit, and now you can too. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Whether you're cheering on the Tigers, Wildcats, Warriors, Chiefs, or Bears, you can show your school spirit with a mascot debit card. As a thank you to you and in support of our schools, First National Bank will donate $5 to the school for each new account opening where a mascot debit card is requested and issued. This is a great way to earn money for your school and show off your school spirit. First National Bank is a proud supporter of our local schools. Come in and see us today.
Member FDIC.
Tristan Bowman with a nice return up the near sideline as he will take it out to about the 35-yard line. And the Tigers offense will start there. Still lots of time left in this game. 3 timeouts, 10 minutes. Got to have a score here. Unfortunately, the Tiger offense has been stopped in this half. They've had to punt it 3 times, and also a turnover in there as well. Here's the snap and the handoff, Hergenrader. And Dylan coming to the near side, and he is going to be dropped after some positive gain, maybe 2. Trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. And Best will pull the ball, and he'll make some moves and continue to make some moves as he works up the far sideline. Best on the run at the 30, at the 20, at the 10. He's into the end zone for a Tiger touchdown, and Alamogordo answers right back. What a huge play from Nate Best. Got out of the backfield and then made a couple of fantastic moves as he goes 65 yards on the touchdown. I'm going to call it 63. I think they were out to 37. Who cares? It's a big run. Put him at 123 yards rushing. And so the Tigers get exactly what they need into the end zone. 9:21 to go in this game. And the Tigers right back in the same position they were just a second ago before they gave up that long touchdown run. Tigers trying to get aligned correctly on the PAT. And Tigers going to have to kick from 5 yards further back. There was confusion on who should have been where. Now Vasquez has got the leg to kick it from 5 yards further back. But it adds the extra layer of difficulty. So ends up being what would be a 25-yard field goal. And then another penalty flag is thrown. And they're going to call a false start on Alamogordo. So, wow. Somebody came out of their stance on the near side, I believe. All right, now it's becoming a little bit more challenging here for the Tigers. This is becoming what would be a more And we're talking now a 30-yard field goal, so this is not a gimme at the high school level. Again, Vasquez has got the leg for it. He's good enough to make this, but good snap. Kick is up. I think he got it. He did. So no problem. What did we have? Was it 3 penalties on that? I'm not sure how many we ended up with, but it's okay. It's a 7-point game. That's all that matters. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Piedra Vista 28, Alamogordo 21, and we will return to Tiger Stadium. Tiger defense looking for a stop. We got a good finish here. Hope you stay with us.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Teens are usually better than adults when it comes to computers and technology. But when it comes to saving money, parents and grandparents usually have the leg up on the younger generation. With a teen savings account, you might just turn your teen spender into a teen saver. Stop by and open one today. Local Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured by NCUA. Visit them at localcreditunion.com and follow them on Facebook.
Piedra Vista running the Starburst play, which we normally see haven't seen the Tigers run it a lot this year. They really haven't had the opportunity to. And Piedra Vista is going to get a nice return. It was a short pooch kick to about the 20, and then they started running guys in all different directions and eventually found their way to the 47-yard line. So Piedra Vista with really good starting field position. But the Tigers get the play they needed to get right back into this game. They score quickly. And now back to the defense. Can they get a stop? Maybe can they get a turnover? Here's the snap. Kaiser straight ahead as the offensive line barrels forward across the 50 to the 49. And it'll be a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 on the Alamogordo side of the field. That's why I said the one positive of that big touchdown run not too long ago was that it happened fast. The Tigers were able to answer quickly. Fake of the handoff, Moreno now gives it to the wing, and slipping down as he turned the corner was number 88. As Armando Martinez on the carry. He'll take it to the 47. It's a gain, 46, it's a gain of 3. By the way, 247 yards rushing tonight, at least by my count, for Kaiser for Piedra Vista. Best is up over 120 yards rushing now. But a 3rd and 3. One wide receiver to the bottom, ball's in the far hash. Everybody else in that double or that triple option looks straight ahead. And it is going to be very close to the first down. The far line judge actually has him a yard short. So Kaiser gets the carry.
Big stop for the Tiger defense.
And so it'll be 4th and 1 as the crowd tries to make some noise and support this defense. 4th and 1 from the Alamogordo 44-yard line.
Come on, man. Defense. 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 Defense.
Moreno under center. Might just try to push it ahead himself here. And he will just keep it and run straight ahead and stayed on his feet. He really didn't just dive down. He stayed straight up and waited for a crease to find its way, and he just started running. Tigers were trying to get low and get under the offensive line, and it cleared the way. as it goes all the way to the 25-yard line, a gain of 19 when they only needed 1. And so 1st and 10 at the 25. Moreno with the snap. And again, they run the end around with the near wing back. And they are fighting for extra yards over on the far side. And it looks like he's going to have 10 yards for the first down. Again, it's number 88 on the carry, Martinez, as he picks up 10. And it'll be another first down for PV. So the ball's at the 15-yard line. Clock rolling with 6:11 to go. Still a fair amount of time left in this ball game. Double wing, 1 wide receiver, and 1 running back. Man in motion, and gave it to the far wing. And he's trying to turn the corner. Still working his way and eventually drug out of bounds. And I think they're probably going to get a horse collar tackle there. We've got one Tiger player that's down on the sideline. So all the way to the 4-yard line the play goes. It's going to be enough for 11 yards. And I assume they'll tack on half the distance to the goal. And that was Halverson on the carry. As they talk things over. 5:53 to go in the ball game. The turning point of the game, without a doubt, was that sequence where the Tigers recovered after having to punt on a 3-and-out. They didn't go 3-and-out. They did pick up a first down, but they punted. Tigers would get it back. We actually have 2 penalty flags. Now I see one that's on the ground at the 10, so we might have offsetting. No, it looks like a penalty on Piedra Vista is going to back them up. So I guess they picked up the penalty flag on the near sideline. And so it comes all the way back to the 25. Well, this is a great opportunity again for Alamogordo. It's 1st and 20. We've seen Piedra Vista use their wingbacks a bit more on this drive. They haven't had Brig Kaiser in the game. He's been off and on dealing with an injury in the second half. And here comes the handoff, and that's not much there. The left side as the Tigers push it back. And it is going to be a loss of 1. Bodie Costa gets the carry. Now this is, if the Tigers can keep pushing them back here, it would make it a tough field goal. They were about this distance the last time. Well, I know I said earlier something about this being the ball game on that one drive. The distance on, but didn't end up being that way that time around. But Piedra Vista going to mix it up here, go 4 wide receivers, trips to the bottom, 1 at the top. Tigers haven't had to face the pass too much tonight. Quick pass to the near side. It is complete, but not much there. Good fighting for the tackle by Dylan Hergenrader. That is a gain of 1, it looks like. They get to the 25, and so it is 3rd and 20. Good defense on the screen. And so 3rd and long. Really will depend on what Piedra Vista could do on this 3rd down if they think about going for it on 4th. I think if they cut the distance, they felt comfortable enough going with a field goal from out beyond the line of scrimmage, the 20. So if they get inside the 20 to 15, I'm sure they're thinking about the possibility of a field goal. Moreno takes the snap back to pass. Coming to the near side, he's got a man who makes the catch at the front court of the end zone. No, he didn't. He's out of bounds. Oh, I thought he had that. My goodness. He made the catch, I thought, in the front court of the end zone with his knee down. That was hairline close. So close. But the official says he did not have possession of the football prior to going out of bounds. And so it'll be 4th and 20. And it looks like Piedra Vista is going to leave the offense on the field, at least at the moment. That looked like it was about to be the dagger if he makes that catch. That was a great throw from Moreno. I thought it was a touchdown on my first gut reaction. 5 wide receivers. They need 20 for a first down. They need 25 for a touchdown. And timeout going to be called with 5 seconds on the play clock. And so 4:07 left on the game clock on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Tigers hoping for one last chance on offense. And Piedra Vista wants to talk this one over before they try to pick up at least 20 yards. And if they are able to pick up the first down, that would just about do it, you would think. Tigers have all 3 of their timeouts remaining, but this has been a little bit of a sore spot for the Tiger defense at times this year is getting off the field on 3rd and 4th and long. We saw it last week against Albuquerque High. We saw it on a big play against Roswell. We didn't see it much in the Deming game just because Deming really wasn't in 3rd and 4th and long situations very often, unfortunately, if you're a Tiger fan. So the Tigers will line up with 4 down linemen, trying to set up things defensively. Just 1 deep safety. Now I think they're backing up another man. And now we've got whistles again. And like the back judge maybe. I'm not sure. Now they start the play clock. And Moreno out of the shotgun. Back to pass. Tigers got back there quickly. Here's a throw to the end zone. Almost. And the Tigers get the stop. Kamarian Morale with the pressure on Moreno, but Moreno still made a heck of a throw to the backcourt of the end zone. They should let that young man throw the ball a little bit more. He's got a heck of an arm and good accuracy. That was a step or 2 off from being in the hands of the receiver, Mason Duncan, in the back right corner of the end zone. But here we go on a game that I think with about 10 minutes to go after that 82-yard touchdown. I saw a lot of Tiger fans heading towards the exits. Almost got an opportunity now with 3 wide receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom, and the running back, Barris, is to the right of Best. He will hand it off, and Barris will push it straight up the middle and take it to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Tigers don't have to be in a huge hurry here, but their offense, the way they run things, they can run the football there and not be too big of an issue. Fake the handoff. Best doing some shaking, try to get past 1 defender, and he will get it to the 32-yard line, carrying a man with him. And so it's a gain of 3. 126 yards rushing on 14 carries for him tonight. And the handoff, and straight up the middle, Barris spurts out of the middle and gets across the 40 to the 43-yard line for a first down. It's a gain of 11, and the Tigers move the chains. Clock about to hit 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter at their own 43-yard line. Quick throw is a one-hopper to Bryant, incomplete on the screen. And so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 on the Tiger 43.
Not the worst thing. Stops the clock. 3 minutes even. You're 4 down territory all the way here anyway. Here's the snap. Best going to get behind Hergenrader to the far side, looking to turn the corner. And he'll work his way all the way out of bounds. He'll stop the clock again as he gets to the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 4. And the Tigers will face a 3rd down and 6. They've been comfortable on these 3rd and 4th down occasions tonight. Best will hand it off, and Hergenrader will take it up the middle to the 50-yard line. And it's a gain of 3, and so it'll be 4th and 3. 4th and 3 for the Tigers. Best look toward the sideline, and Coach Cisco wants a timeout. So they'll talk things over. 2:29 remaining here in the game, and knowing that this is the game, wants to make sure everybody's on the right page, and the Tigers are able to keep this drive alive. We'll keep it right here. So on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Piedra Vista 28, Alamogordo 21. Tigers down by 7, have the ball, but face a 4th and 3. Piedra Vista, with 10 minutes to go in the game, had a 28-14 lead, but the Tigers with a quick touchdown, a holding penalty on Piedra Vista when they had the ball inside the Alamogordo 15, killed their most recent drive, and that has given Alamogordo one last chance here to try and... Interesting to see what the decision will be if the Tigers score, but can't start thinking about that yet. So the Tigers, how big that extra point was made, by the way, when those penalties kept pushing the ball back. At least they'd know they'd have to go for 2 here if they missed it. Here's the snap. Here's the throw. Ball was deflected, but it does end up into the hands of the receiver on the far side. That was almost disaster for the Tigers, but Marcus Bryant Jr. makes the grab at the 45, and that is enough for the first down. The Piedra Vista player came flying in, and I think got a hand or a thumb on it or something. As Best dropping back to pass, he will roll out of the pocket and stays in bounds at the far sideline. Best at the 30, at the 25, still in bounds, rolls over a man at the 10, down inside the 5. What a run by Nate Best. He managed to stay in bounds. Looked like he was just going to go out of bounds for a 1-2-yard gain, and then he trucks a player at about the 10, and the Tigers will have 1st and goal from the 3-yard line on a 42-yard run from Nate Best, who is having a wonderful game tonight. Tigers trying to tie this one up. Handoff Hergenrader up the middle. He is in for the touchdown. The Tigers are an extra point away. 1:58 remaining in the game. And both Coach Drefts and Coach Cisco giving attaboys to Nate Best. Tigers will kick the extra point. Tigers again need somebody else in there, and they do get somebody set up. Tigers still have time to get this extra point. Huge extra point here. Good snap. Kick is up. It's through, and it's good. And the Tigers have tied up the ball game with 1:58 remaining. Nate Best with a 3-yard touchdown run. The 42-yard run just before that was the really impressive one. And we're back square with under 2 minutes to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
Welcome back. The Tigers have tied up this ball game, down 14 with 10 minutes to go in the game. They scored a quick touchdown. Piedra Vista looked like they were going in for the game-clinching score, but a penalty and then a Tiger defensive stop got Alamogordo the ball back. And then Nate Best able to get it in. Here is a high and short kick. Oh, that almost was recovered by one of the Tigers. One of the Piedra Vista players let it bounce and try to go out of bounds, and one of the Tigers was racing up the near sideline. And so Piedra Vista will get it at their own 35. They have 2 timeouts remaining, 1:58 to go on the clock. They have been able to move the ball fast at times tonight. Now the players are walking back towards the 25, but it should be drive start at the 35 due to the kick out of bounds. Unless they're going to make Alamogordo re-kick it, which they could do, and that's what they're going to do. Yep, they're going to make Alamogordo re-kick it instead of just taking the ball at the 35. So we'll do that again. This time back at the 35-yard line. Yeah, I don't know what the right decision there is, to be honest. I just think things can happen on a kickoff, but they can be positive as well. So I don't know. Tigers have had some kickoff return. I mean, they gave up a touchdown to Roswell. We definitely can't kick it out of bounds again because Piedra Vista will just make them kick it again and kick it again and kick it again. So.
We got 2 minutes left in this ball game. We need your help. You're going to have to get loud. Support that defense.
So Vasquez will kick it off this time from the 35 instead of the 40.
Alamo. We are Alamo.
Going to be a short run up here. And here comes another. This is going to kick it out of bounds again. They're going to make him kick it again. Yeah, I'm not really sure the thought process here now. I mean, I think you just let him try to kick it and maybe squib it down the field, but this is, depending on where Piedra Vista ends up getting this football, this could end up being a disaster here for the Tigers. So he's going to kick off from the 30 now. Are they going to try to do the same thing again? Because I mean, that's going to give Piedra Vista the ball certainly better than the 35. Let's see if he maybe takes a longer run up to the kick. Okay, a little bit of a different strategy here. As he looks like the Tigers are missing a player out. It would have been bad. So they get one more on. And again, it's not much of a run up here. All right, now just a squib kick, and that one takes a good Alamogordo bounce. It's still rolling around at about the 20, and that's going to end up being just fine for the Tigers, as ends up being almost a net zero on both sides of Piedra Vista just taking the ball. But he got into 35. They'll get it to 32, so it's kind of is what it. Actually, where that ball went out of bounds on that last kickoff, I think they would have gotten it around the 40 or the 40, because it's where if it goes past the 35, then and it goes out of bounds, you get it to 35. But I think the ball went out of bounds further up the field, so they would have better field position. 1:53 remaining. Let's see what Piedra Vista can do. See what this Tiger defense can do. Moreno's going to go under center. They do have Kaiser back in the game at tailback. He gets the football, goes straight ahead. Not much there. He's going to get 3. And there's one Tiger player that seems to be a little banged up after that, but I guess he's okay. It was Sarah Saris. Second and 7 for Piedra Vista out of the shotgun. Moreno looking to throw, comes the near side, almost intercepted. Undercutting that nicely was Hergenrader. He was able to get some fingertips on it. 3rd and 7. Well, if Piedra Vista throws the ball here again, it's incomplete. Tigers might have a chance to do something here before the end of regulation. Ball at the 35-yard line, 3rd and 7. They will go 3 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Moreno with the running back to his left. And we've got a penalty flag, and it's going to be a false start. The wide receiver on the far side went early. And so Piedra Vista will have a 3rd and 12. Now the slot wide receiver got a jump start on the snap. I wondered if the official was going to see that or not, and he did, so kudos to him. Third and 12, 1:24 remaining. Tie ball game, 28-28. Back to the double wing look here for Piedra Vista. Moreno looking to throw, and timeout call by Piedra Vista. Kamari and Morale had jailbreaked into the backfield, but I want to say that the Piedra Vista players had heard the whistle and stopped. He was having images in his mind of this huge quarterback sack he was about to have, but Piedra Vista is going to talk it over. They use their second timeout of the half. 1:22 remaining in the fourth quarter in what has been a super entertaining game. Piedra Vista took the early lead 7-0. Tigers answered back. Piedra Vista would go up 14-7. The Tigers tied it up before halftime. And then the third quarter was wild, especially early. Tigers got a muff punt, and then on the very first play after that, they turn it over, and Piedra Vista would go in and score. Tigers offense sort of stalled out as the half progressed. And then at the start of the fourth quarter, Piedra Vista ripped an 82-yard touchdown. But since then, it's been all Tigers, 14 unanswered. A 63-yard touchdown run by Nate Best. Tigers would get a defensive stop, and then Nate Best had a long 42-yard run that put the Tigers inside the 5. He would clean up the drive from 3 yards out, and the Tigers would even it up. So 3rd and 12. Tiger defense trying to get off the field and give their offense one more chance here before the end of the regulation. Moreno takes the snap. He's rolling to his left, looking to throw. He goes deep down the middle of the field. He's going to overthrow everybody, and it is 4th down, and Piedra Vista will have to punt. With 1:16 remaining in the game, the Tigers offense will have one more chance here with 2 timeouts. Question is, what kind of field position will they get? Do they want Bloom or do they want Bowman back there to return? Bowman has been the return guy, feels like most of the season. So Piedra Vista, Tigers trying to make sure they're lined up correctly here on special teams, make sure that they don't get bitten by a fake, which that would be gutsy if Piedra Vista called a fake on 4th and 12 inside their own 30. Good snap. Kick is up, and that is a heck of a punt. High and hanging, and they let it go. Oh, that was one that you want to try to grab, but it takes it's not too bad. I thought that was going to take a big Piedra Vista bounce. So it'll be at the 31-yard line with 1:04 remaining. Tigers will have it with an opportunity to try to win this game. This is what this group has been just itching to have the opportunity to do. It's been frustrating the first 3 weeks, and how badly they want to finish off this game and get out of here with a victory on homecoming. And what a heck of a comeback it would be if they're able to do it. 2 timeouts. They've got a good field goal kicker. I would say they probably need to be inside the 20. Best snap is a little bit low. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left. He will throw, and I believe, yes, a nice catch on the sideline. Josiah Quinlan again with another fine grab for the Tigers to the 48. It's a gain of 17 on the completion. That stops the clock as well. Big gain. And Best looking for some help. He's going to go out of bounds. And losing a lot of yardage there. That was one that probably would have better served if he could have thrown it away. But it does stop the clock, 2nd and 13. So at least it wasn't a combination of lost yardage and clock continued to run. Best quick throw. Oh, no. That was almost disaster. They tried a screen pass, and he threw it too high for Bryant. It tipped off his hands, and it was just enticingly hanging in the air for a Piedra Vista player to pick it off. He did not. And so with 52 seconds left, the Tigers will have a 3rd and 13. Well, if it's an incompletion here, Piedra Vista might actually get the ball back. Can the Tigers get a big 3rd down and long? Tigers looking for a timeout. I believe they got it. So the Tigers do use a timeout on 3rd and 13, and they will talk it over. I'm exhausted, y'all. This has been an exciting 4th quarter. Been fun to watch. 52 seconds remaining in the game, all tied up at 28. Now, I think the Tigers, they have to get the 1st down here. Anything short of it, I think what it'll depend on is if Piedra Vista calls a timeout. If the Tigers catch it inbounds and don't get the 1st down, I think it'll kind of depend on what PV decides to do. If they decide to call a timeout and force Alamogordo into a decision, then I think you play for overtime if you can't get the 1st down here. Hard decision to make. I think it will also depend on what the 4th down and to go is. I mean, it's 4th and 1 at their 42. I think you definitely believe you can go for it and get it. So here we go, 3rd and 13. Best throw it back. That one was in the ground, and they're going to call an incomplete pass. So Best one-hopped it on the ground back to back to Quinlan. Quinlan threw up the field to Bowman and ended up being an incomplete pass. So the Tigers tried something sneaky there on the double pass. I think that would have ended up being a lateral. Certainly could have argued for pass interference up the field, but I don't know. I kind of believe that you could argue that was a good no call. And now we've got the Piedra Vista coach extremely unhappy with the official, the back judge, which I don't know. I thought the call went Piedra Vista's way there, so I'm not sure what he's unhappy with over there. So we've got a hold at the moment. Tell you what, both sidelines have gave an earful to these officials. Now, I don't know if we're adding time to the clock. Are we saying maybe that was an incomplete pass by Best instead of a lateral? Wait and see if they're adding time. It would only be a few seconds if it was. Doesn't look like it, so I don't know. Here we go. It'll be a punt for the Tigers. Good snap, and almost a block, but a high and hanging punt. And again, takes a nice bounce. It'll be inside the 20, the 21, but wonderful hang time from Aiden Vasquez there. Did not allow a return. And there's 38 seconds left in regulation. I got to tell you, in how many years of Tiger football have I called? Probably getting close to 20. Not many overtime games. I'm genuinely trying to think back. Maybe 2, 3, not many. However, there's still time on the clock. 38 seconds left, all tied up at 28. Moreno will take the snap, and he will hand it off. And they will give it to the big guy. He will get past the first down marker to the 11. Kaiser will pick up the first down. And no big rush here from Piedra Vista. They did stop the clock to move the chains. And now they're finally moving the chains. Boy, that was not great for the Tigers there, as that took a while to move the chains. Now Moreno, who dropped back to pass, I think there was a miscommunication. One of the receivers, I think, went up the field. He was looking for a bubble screen to the near side. And 15 seconds left. We've got Piedra Vista calling a timeout. I'm kind of surprised they called a timeout there after the sack. But I think just want another opportunity or two before the end of regulation. So 263 yards rushing for Brig Kaiser, who has been in and out of the game. I don't know if it's been cramps or something in his lower body that has been bothering him. Big thing for Alamogordo and their DBs is just don't let anybody get behind you. I'd want to have like 3 deep safeties here playing the deep part of the field. Give them plenty of time to, I don't know if Moreno can throw it 50, 60 yards. I doubt he can, just from, I haven't seen it yet tonight, but they do have no timeout, so if they did pick up a first down in Tiger territory, they'd have to hurry up to the ball and spike it. So, like I said, I'm a little surprised that they called the timeout. I figured after the sack they'd just let it run out and go to OT. Two receivers at the top and 2 to the bottom. And timeout Alamogordo. Well, not a bad call there from Coach Cisco to get a look at what Piedra Vista is going to do. And the biggest thing, obviously, you want to get this to OT with PV's got the ball. We'll take a quick break and we'll come right back. Tied at 28. 15 seconds remaining.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to end without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Here we go. Second and 10. 15 seconds remaining. And Moreno standing in the pocket, now in trouble, and he is going to be sacked, and that will be the end of regulation. No timeouts to call. Don't see any timeouts. Number 64 for Alamogordo gets the sack, Makai Gonzalez. And that is the end of regulation. So the Tigers down 14 with 10 minutes to go in the game, score 14 unanswered points, and take this game to overtime. We will return for overtime after this break. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, it's Alamogordo 28, Piedra Vista 28. Stay with us.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Financial literacy. Why is it important to teach kids to save? This is Rachel with First National Bank. Learning to save at an early age helps train children to become reliable about savings and become financially responsible as adults. First National Bank wants to help you inspire your kids to save with our Learning to Save program. Parents can use this fun strategy to help encourage children to save and connect with them about financial responsibility. We're here to help with your financial questions. Member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Are you ready for back to school? At Local Credit Union, we are all about supporting education in our community. We also know that your finances can play a big part in your success. Stop by today and ask about a back to school loan, open a new account, or learn about our CDs. Apply online today at localcreditunion.com or see us at 808 Washington Avenue. Local Credit Union, federally insured, NCUA.
Headed to overtime here as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Piedra Vista Panthers are all tied up at 28. Both coaches at the 50-yard line along with one of their players. So we'll just wait and see where everybody's lined up here. It looks like they're going to be going towards the north end zone to begin. And what a heck of a game it's been. It's been a great atmosphere tonight. Fans have really been into it. And so we're heading down to the north side. It looks like the Alamogordo offense is going to get the ball first. So Piedra Vista must have won the toss. Usually in overtime you want to play defense, know what you need to do when you get on offense to begin.
On the overtime rules, there's no clock. Both teams will take a possession from the 10-yard line. Both teams will have possessions from the 10-yard line.
So it'll be possession from the 10. That's a little bit different than...
Play clock rules will continue as normal play.
A little bit different than what college used to be. Those first two possessions in college are what they used to be. I've done almost no overtime games. I have to be honest, I didn't know what the rule was there. So, but you know what? It limits the amount of plays really because you're first at your goal to go to start right away.
On your feet, fans, on your feet.
So here we go. Tigers with a first and goal from the 10. Two wide receivers, a lead back. And obviously decisions will be crucial here, every little decision. Best takes the snap, going to run to the right side, trying to get behind Hergenrader, gets to the corner and gets out of bounds at about the 5. So good solid yardage on first down for Best.
Second and goal to the 5-yard line. Stay on your feet, fans. Let's get them over that line.
So 5 yards, 180 yards rushing on 18 carries now for Nate. Handoff Hergenrader straight up the middle. He's close, but just shy of the goal line. Gets to about the yard-and-a-half mark. He picks up 3. So it'll be 3rd and goal. Vest will keep it. We'll go straight ahead. And I don't think he got it. Maybe picked up a yard. So it'll be 4th down.
Number 12, Nathaniel Vest with the keep.
so Alamogordo will call a timeout and chat over their decision here on a 4th and 1. Or 4th and goal from the 1, whichever way you want to say it. And I don't know if you have to go for 2 in overtime. That might be the case. Or if it's just going to be a choice thing. Sorry, guys, I didn't brush up on my overtime rules. I have almost never used them for the podcast, so I'm just going to kind of wing it here as we go along in tonight's game. So it is 4th and goal from the 1. Tigers looks to punch it in. Here's the snap. Best. Oh, he did not get it. Well, he kept fighting, but he did not get it. Piedra Vista makes the stop. So the Panthers able to get the stop.
And have their chance from the 10-yard line.
And so Piedra Vista will have, I mean, they can kick a field goal if they want. I'm sure they'll try to run it in, but unfortunately for the Tigers, they're going to need something special here.
It is time to get loud.
Well, all the energy that was in this stadium definitely has sort of died out. Moreno will go under center, and he will give it to Kaiser, and that's a heck of a stop getting into the backfield. Kamari and Morale. And it's just a 1-yard gain, but like I said, Piedra Vista can kick a field goal. They don't, they'll have a short field goal try here. So it's definitely, they don't have to do much. I will say their kick operation hasn't been seamless tonight as Moreno goes under center. Takes the snap, hands it off to number 10, the wing back, and he is met right at about the line of scrimmage. Not much there.
Number 10.
So the run goes to Halverson as he picked up a yard.
Gain of 1 on the play. 3rd down, fans.
And
We
so
have to get loud.
it'll be 3rd and goal from the 8. I assume you can kick a field goal. I would be really surprised if you couldn't. Yeah, I know you can, because somebody won 20-17 earlier this season. So a little surprised they're not trying it on 3rd down, because if a bad snap, they can fall on it and try it again. But they overload the line to the near side, and they will keep it with Moreno. Moreno is not going to get in. He gets to the 4, maybe 5-yard line. And so they're going to try to come on and kick a field goal. This is a tough angle because they're going to kick it from the far hash. Piedra Vista is going to call timeout. So the Tigers make a stop and at least force them to make a decision here. I mean, I feel like it should be a relatively easy decision to kick the field goal, but because of the wideness of the hashes, sometimes that short distance can be tough for a high school kicker. And then you throw in the gravity of the situation on top of that. And like I said, the Tigers have a block kick already tonight on a bad snap. They've had 2 or 3 bad snaps on extra points and then a bad snap on a field goal try. It hasn't hurt them on the extra points, but we'll see what the decision is here. And if they do kick the field goal, chance to win the game.
This is it right here. Everybody on your feet, get loud.
All right, so it'll be a field goal try. It'll be from the 11, so it's a 21-yard field goal. Not a lot of distance here. It's a good snap. Kick is blocked! Kick is blocked! And they're still running with it, so let's wait for the play to end. And the Tigers are going to force a double overtime. How about that? And so the Tigers will have the advantage here. Piedra Vista is going to play offense to begin the second overtime. The second blocked field goal by the Tigers tonight. What a game. I mean, what a game. Has had pretty much anything you could have imagined in terms of an excitement level. This has been great. So I believe it should be Piedra Vista offense to start the second overtime. Boy, if the Tigers could have gotten in on, now you start to think about, I mean, they would have gone for the run there, so the field goal wouldn't have happened, but. So it is Piedra Vista's offense out on the field. Double overtime now.
All right, fans, we're in second overtime now. Piedra Vista will start possession first. Come on, defense!
So the Tigers back out defensively. Toss play goes to the right. And Kaiser trying to fight for that front corner of the end zone. Looks like he's got it on one play. So Piedra Vista on the first play of double overtime gets into the end zone for the touchdown. And takes the lead 34-28.
Don't lose that energy, fans. We still got a chance. It's not over.
So Piedra Vista will try the extra point, or will they? Let's see what their decision is here. Do they go extra point, or do they try and go for two? Well, they will kick the extra point.
We want to block another one. Come on, fans.
I think Piedra Vista needs another player out there. And they're getting close on the play clock here. Well, they do get the snap off on time. Tigers almost got there again. But the kick is off, and it's 35-28. So in double overtime, Piedra Vista scores on the very first play. The Tigers have the ball offensively. Can they answer back in kind? They got stopped at the 1 yard line on 4th and goal. 35-28 Piedra Vista. Tigers with a block field goal in first overtime.
On your feet, fans. We got a chance here.
One wide receiver up at the top and two to the bottom. And Hergenrader, the running back to the right of Best. And the fake of the handoff. Best looking to do something with it. Throws it up and throws it out of bounds. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Pass is incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Kind of interesting. One player who was right near him just sort of stopped and was making sure that Nate wasn't going to run with it, I guess.
Rally these boys.
So 2nd and 10 for the Tigers now. Tried to switch things up and go through the air on first down. And a fake of the option toss for Best. He'll turn it upfield and get to the 6, and so it'll be 3rd and 6.
Getting a 4 on the play. 3rd and 6 to the goal line.
Tigers line it up quickly. Best going to throw to the back corner of the end zone. Oh, he made the catch. I think he did. It was mano a mano, and is that Marcus Bryant Jr., I think? Yes, Marcus Bryant Jr. makes the grab. It was one-on-one on a fade to the back corner of the end zone, and Marcus makes the touchdown, or makes the catch and scores the touchdown. So what does Alamogordo do here? Do they think about going for two and trying to end it right now? That's definitely the gutsy call. So they're talking it over right now. don't know if Alamogordo used their timeout. Officials are letting both sides talk to their sides respectively, so I have to assume somebody took a timeout. But knowing you got the ball in your hands and you can finish it right here, and that's what it looks like that's what they're going to do. So here we go, 35-34, a 2-point conversion to win it. The Tigers going to try to close this game out right now. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the bottom, 1 at the top. Best with the running back to his right. Here's the snap. Moving to his right. Best makes a move, gets into the end zone, touchdown! A juke, and the Tigers win in overtime, 36-35. Nathaniel Best on the speed option makes the play, and the Tigers come away with the victory at home on homecoming. Let me say it one more time. What a game. Kudos to both these teams. As good as it absolutely gets in high school football. That was a lot of fun. So the Tigers will get to ring that victory bell. They're going to do handshakes first. What a hard-fought victory for Alamogordo, down 14 in the fourth quarter, and they get the win. Let's take a break. I need a break. On the Richardson Motor scoreboard, Alamogordo 36, Piedra Vista 35. Credit Union Postgame show is coming up next.
Ochoa Stucco serves residential and commercial projects all throughout this wonderful community. Whether you're looking for some patching up or a complete stucco on your home or business, Ochoa Stucco has you covered. 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to in without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
We've got spirit, and now you can too. This is Deborah Romero, President and CEO of First National Bank. Whether you're cheering on the Tigers, Wildcats, Warriors, Chiefs, or Bears, you can show your school spirit with a mascot debit card. As a thank you to you and in support of our schools, First National Bank will donate $5 to the school for each new account opening where a mascot debit card is requested and issued. This is a great way to earn money for your school and show off your school spirit. First National Bank is a proud supporter of our local schools. Come in and see us today.
Member FDIC.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230-1019. The Alamogordo Tigers win a thriller at home, 36-35 in double overtime. Nate Best on a 4-yard touchdown pass to Marcus Bryant Jr. in the backcourt of the end zone. It was one-on-one, corner against wide receiver. Both guys went up and I thought made a great play at the ball, and Marcus was able to wrestle it away for the touchdown. And then the Tigers ran a simple speed option with Hergenrader and Best. Best faked the toss, cut inside, got into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Tigers come back to get the win. They were down 14 after an 82-yard touchdown run from Brig Kaiser, who was sensational tonight. 274 yards rushing, and did he have all 5 touchdowns for them? I think he did. He was unbelievable this evening. And Nate Best maybe didn't match him on the yard total, but 189 yards rushing, maybe in total yards with passing as well. He threw 2 touchdown passes. He ran for another. Hergenrader had a touchdown. I'm going to go back and look at the touchdowns for the Tigers now. It feels like it's been such a long game. I'm trying to reach back in my brain, and I've got a running score here so I can tell you. So Best with the 15-yard touchdown pass to Josiah Quinlan. That tied up the game at 7. Best would run it in from 3 yards out and make it 14-14. That was back in the first half. That was your halftime score. And Nate had all 3 he had 3 touchdown runs. He had a touchdown pass, 2 touchdown passes tonight, and the 2-point conversion to win it. So, yeah, he had a little bit of it all for the Alamogordo Tigers tonight. That was a heck of a game, and I think for this Tiger football team, you just certainly after they weren't able to get in on 4th and 1, they you just feel the deflation fall, and Tigers running over to ring the victory bell. And looks like Aiden Vasquez is going to be the first one to get over there and ring it, as first time we get to hear that this season. The Tigers were able to get a defensive stop and then get a blocked field goal for the second time in this game. Can't say enough about some of the big plays that the Tigers made on special teams this evening. Aiden Vasquez had some beautiful punts tonight. And then offensively, the Tigers, they kept the turnovers to a minimum. They had the 1 turnover on the reverse. They managed to hold on to the football tonight, but just to have the poise after Piedra Vista rips that long touchdown early in the 4th quarter to get that score back, come up with a stop on 4th down after a Piedra Vista penalty, and then go down the field and score in pretty short fashion and put themselves in front. So I tell you what, great for those young men, great for the coaching staff, who I know has been working so hard with these young men, and the Tigers really worked for it tonight. Kudos to Piedra Vista as well. What a long road trip to make down here, and they certainly gave it every little bit to the Tigers tonight. That's a good football team, talented. That running back Brig Kaiser, he is a load, 6'2", and he was carrying guys with him tonight. I mean, just reminds me of guys like Ryan Stovall and Damon Mayberry in the last few years, and the way they would run the football. For you Tiger fans out there that maybe need a comparison, that's who I would compare it to. Just big, powerful, gonna be able to get you physically in a lot of ways. But so many guys on this Tiger team on offense and defense and special teams had big nights, almost too many to name. Nate Best had a big game for the Tigers. Shout out to Josiah Quinlan, who stepped up and took a wide receiver role this week, and he made 4 or 5 big catches, including a touchdown grab tonight. Made a great effort there. Marcus Bryant Jr., of course, with his touchdown grab. And the guys on the offensive line, the defensive line, Kamari and Morale, Isaac Lotta had a big play or 2 in there. There's a few other guys I know I'm not mentioning. Players in the secondary made some important plays as well. So the Tigers, found a way to make it happen tonight. Very impressive. 36-35 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Alamogordo defeats Piedra Vista. We will return and wrap things up here on the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. We'll get some scores from around the state. Probably should have a final from Thule and maybe Mescalero. We'll see. If not, I'll try to reach out to the coaches and get that for y'all. So we'll come right back. That victory bell is still ringing. Tigers are winners tonight. We'll be back here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Teens are usually better than adults when it comes to computers and technology. But when it comes to saving money, parents and grandparents usually have the leg up on the younger generation. With a teen savings account, you might just turn your teen spender into a teen saver. Stop by and open one today. Local credit union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured by NCUA. Visit them at localcreditunion.com and follow them on Facebook.
Custom work is what Ochoa Stucco does best. Whether you need an estimate for your home or business, you won't find better quality work anywhere. Contact Ochoa Stucco today. Like them on Facebook, 575-442-6745. Go Tigers!
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
For a limited time only, OFCU is offering a special touchdown savings 7-month share certificate. Lock into a great rate now. Start saving today at 5.12% annual percentage yield. Visit your local branch to take advantage of this great offer before time runs out. Limited time offer, $1,000 minimum. Certificate special subject to end without notice. Other restrictions may apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Need a business or personal loan? This is Jackie at First National Bank. It's easy. Apply from any device at www.fnb4u.com. Let's get started.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is AJ from First National Bank. Plan that special vacation, those home improvements, or simply pay off bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back. This is the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show. The Tigers win a thriller, 36-35 in overtime over Piedra Vista, and improved to 1-3 on the season. Tigers will start district next week as they face off against Oregon Mountain. That'll be over in Las Cruces. We'll be there, of course, for that from the Field of Dreams next Friday night. Let's get you some final scores from around the state. And let's see here. Santa Rosa did defeat Tularosa 33-14. 49-27. Looks like Centennial's up on Rio Rancho with about a minute left in that game. Portales beat West Las Vegas 21-14. I think they were behind 14-0 in that game, so nice come from behind victory there. Lovington defeats Roswell 35-21. Very impressive. Goddard over Santa Teresa 42-6. Dexter, I believe, 54-0 beat Poake Valley. Eunice defeated Morton, Texas, 38-26. Some of those East New Mexico schools went over the border tonight, and Texaco also got a win over Olton, 18-13. Robertson over Ruidoso, 68-13. Jow beat Van Horn, another Texas school, 55-6. And let's see, any other scores here. Waiting for my my guy Marco Loetta, who always posts all the scores on NMOT Sports, but they haven't, I guess, gathered all of those scores quite yet. There's a score up on Max Preps that shows Mesquite Valley Christian 42-14 on Mescalero Apache. I'm not sure what the final is there. We'll post something up on our Facebook page and give you all the final on that. So. As for sports coming up tomorrow, Alamogordo volleyball back in Roswell. They'll play 2 matches over at the Zia Classic. Goddard at 9 a.m. they'll start off with, and then they'll play somebody else at 11 a.m. The Cloudcroft tournament continues tomorrow. They'll have all match play tomorrow as the Lady Bears picked up a first-place spot in their pool today and will face up against Carrizozo to begin action tomorrow. Mescalero Apache got a win in volleyball tonight, and they are off this weekend. 4-set win over Alamo Navajo. We got four soccer matches over the soccer complex tomorrow. Alamogordo boys will start off early at 9 a.m. Against Ruidoso. The girls will play at 3 p.m. against either Valencia or Silver City. And trying to think of what else we got tomorrow. Cross country up in Ruidoso, as Alamogordo and Mescalero Apache will both be competing there. And I think that's everybody. Tule volleyball is off this weekend. They played matches on Tuesday and Thursday. And like I said, we'll post a final score for Mescalero and Mesilla Valley Christian up on our Facebook page later on tonight, so you can get that final there. Again, Santa Rosa beat Tularosa 33-14. And your final here on the Richardson Motor scoreboard, 36-35, Alamogordo in double overtime outlast Piedra Vista. So happy to have you tuned in. Thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show. And we're going to send you back to ESPN Radio. Again, our next Tiger Sports broadcast is next Friday from Las Cruces. Alamogordo faces off against Oregon Mountain. The Tigers are looking to make it back-to-back wins as they finally get off the schneid this season and pick up their first victory of the year. Heck of an effort, heck of a game. A lot of fun to watch. Hopefully it was a lot of fun to listen wherever you were. And we will be back next week. Have a great night. Thanks for listening to Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for mostly clear skies. In Alamogordo, expect a low of 67, Cloudcroft a low of 50. For Saturday, we're looking at